could manually unlock our front door. I know it kind of automatically locks at 5:30. Is that something you're able to do? Just for the next hour. Oh, yeah, that would be awesome.
Oops.
Oops.
It's live.
I was fixing my dress.
I'm just letting you know. It's live here too. There's 2 cameras.
Sounds good.
I have to make sure it's working.
You bet. Likewise.
There's one on here and one over there. Yeah.
Sure it's on?
Yeah. I just turned it on, so hopefully it's working.
I saw it a minute ago.
Should be live. Log into YouTube and check it really fast.
Yes, it is.
Yo, look at that! What? I'm getting better at this.
Holy cow, yeah.
It's just
This is a real deal.
I was
Right.
fixing my dress as I walked by there.
I'm like, Mom, it's live.
Hi, everybody.
So they can hear everything right now.
Should be good, yeah.
Last one. It's a little delayed.
Yeah, there's a
Sure.
so my Streamlabs is like a 20-second or 25-second delay.
Just come a little closer to the beam.
Oh, I see.
Hi.
How are you? Good.
Did you grow up on holiday?
What's up, my man?
What's up,
How
brother?
are you, brother?
So good.
Jason, did you grow up on holiday?
I did, yeah. Yep.
What's your parents' name?
So I just sold my condo off
Okay.
of Murray Holiday Road.
Uh-huh.
Sinclair would have been my folks that lived in Holiday, but yeah, that's so yeah. The Willett side is in Idaho, so
Oh,
yeah. But yeah, it's funny. Yeah, I just sold a condo right on Murray Holiday Road.
There. Should be sent out to everybody. Oh, look at that. More clients.
more clients? Where?
Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Let's see, Jacob's asking what building. What's this building called?
It's the Pearson Butler Law Building. Yeah. Pearson Butler Law.
We should have had balloons out there or something.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, it's kind of hard to find.
Yeah.
Do you know some Willets, maybe, or
Mhm.
oh, do you? Okay.
But it's plural with an S.
Willets.
Mhm.
Okay. Yeah.
I think.
I'm not sure. I've been called worse.
Mhm.
So I mean,
I'll be right back home.
He's got that vibe.
cool.
said it should be good, so it's not.
Just pop it open.
Yeah. It's nice and quiet usually. Means I get to scream all I want. Yell at. Yell at prisoners. No, we've been just competing a bunch. Oh man, that 4 1/4. That's kind of where we're at. They did down to like 4 8. I'm hoping to get back there, but my guess is they'll stay about 4 1/4.
My sister, she was proud of hers. And then after this whole area house, they wrote the money in, and so it was like this remind. The rates
You gotta log into YouTube and see if that's live.
I will, yeah. She said it was.
Yeah, it should be good.
Oh.
I've been trying to check it.
I know there's the balance.
I was gonna say, maybe kind of depends on the loan amount too.
Yeah. It's not much. It's like the 100.
Oh, really?
Ooh.
Yeah.
All live now, yeah.
At that point, I'd probably even look at like switching to the
That's awesome.
That is
Oh,
awesome.
really?
Because the
Will
payment's
you,
Yeah.
say something in that chat real quick?
faster.
Mhm. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I meant the chat.
Oh, yeah.
It's supposed to pop up like,
All through the thing.
yeah.
Okay.
Sure.
Do it as a guest.
Yeah, geez. 100,000.
That's not on my laptop. Yeah, it says see one at a time.
Oh,
It says create channel.
yeah.
One thing that
I'm gonna
should
drop
take
this
into
down.
consideration is the fees that she's going to pay. So what I would do in a situation like that is close her at the beginning of, say, April,
Okay.
and have her not make her April payment, and not have her make her April payment. And that way we'll fund by the 15th before she incurs like a late fee. And by doing that, we'll have her come in with the equivalent of her mortgage payment, and then she's gonna skip May's payment. First payment will be due June. So by coming in with a little money, and then by also skipping a payment, there's hardly any out-of-pocket expenses, and that kind of helps ease the idea of like the transaction costs involved versus the savings, right? I do not believe, Jason, we're not licensed in Florida. I don't think so.
No, a little too far east.
Yeah.
Awesome.
First time?
Just a smidgen.
What do you want?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
of course it is. Are you
Jacob.
Jacob? I'm curious.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, nice to meet you.
Nice, yeah.
I know. Yeah. Getting ready to rock and roll with that property management stuff.
Nice.
Yeah.
What up?
Hey, how's it going?
That's so good.
And checking over Meridian title. There's gotta be a better name for this.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Really?
So without a name, that address took me right into the.
Oh, wow.
Huh. Well, how many more people have helped you?
Probably only me.
McLean.
Jacob.
So I manage the branch here.
Hello.
Jason's another loan officer here.
Hello, sir.
And yeah, we're just kind of doing
I
that.
actually saved your number today.
Oh, really?
My phone, yeah, I went through all the letters.
Like,
You know, I saved my number.
oh, awesome, yeah. Sorry, man, everything you need.
I'm sure it is. Yeah.
Hard to do that.
Yeah. What can you do with that?
It was a penny.
What are you with that?
Yeah. So I was born in '88. I got hard came out in '88, so that's the explanation I give everybody. John McLean, my parents were just Die-hard fan.
Was that really?
Take a seat now.
Yeah, I'd like to think so, but no.
TJ was born in '82, and, no, '84, I mean. And, you know, TJ Hooker was big on TV.
Oh, okay, yeah. Now, is that the reason?
Pretty much, yeah.
I love it.
Short and sweet.
I love
That's
it.
what we were looking for, you know. He said, let's name him something short and sweet, and then, because everybody's like, well, what about his initials, or his sample? And they're like,
I wonder if it's
yeah.
blocked.
So we have jokes like this he was growing.
About to post.
Nice.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Get it.
Yes, sir.
I'll just keep this going live.
Yeah.
There you go.
Boy, pick the couch back there. Sick.
Can I get you something? We got waters, Cokes, Sprite.
I'm good for now, thank you.
Gatorade.
Pepsi with Coke.
Carrie, would you like
No, I
something?
bought one, thank you.
Okay.
I need
TJ?
sugar.
I'll have a water.
You fancy? Like,
I was
like-
gonna pick
like
up
the
food,
sparkling
but
stuff?
I heard no food.
Regular water.
No food.
Thanks.
No food.
No food. That's okay. No
It's
worries.
okay, right?
Back in
Tell Larson.
You sure you want to sit like that?
You know my chance.
The camera's there. You never
See,
know
that's
what's
that's the concern.
You'll be all right.
That's, I knew there was a kind of.
You won't break the
I was
camera.
gonna slide this couch just right over.
No, you're not. Yeah, I hope everybody finds it when, yeah, it's kind of tricky, and Google Maps takes you kind of funny.
Right, just block that thing.
That's the
That's the one I was sort of
It
fine.
was, well, not quite blocked, I mean, that intersection,
Oh, yeah.
Meridian Title's right there,
Oh.
sorry.
Hmm.
So I'm like, what is the name of this place? Because they were sweet, 200, you know, and
Oh,
I'm
wow.
like, well, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
Yeah. That's weird.
And Google Maps.
Right,
There's Terry.
it did tell me where a speed trap
Terry!
was though.
Oh yeah, dude, they're hooking it up. That's
Yeah.
the.
Come on
Have you ever
in.
used Waze?
No.
It's like that. Hi Terry.
Hey, how are
Oh, so good. I haven't seen you in forever.
Oh, October.
Yeah.
It's been that long? I'm
Yes.
Terry.
Nice to meet you. Yes, I'm excited.
Yeah. Come on in. Sit anywhere.
Traffic was crazy. It put me on Redwood. I wasn't real sure. So I'm sorry.
No,
That's
no,
okay.
you're fine.
Terry, this is Jacob. Jacob, Terry.
How are you?
Good, how you doing?
Terry runs our St. George office.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, God, how are
I
you?
wasn't at work, but that was really nice.
It's all good. It's all good.
Hi.
Come on. Yeah. No, it's all good.
She's just gonna see in the morning.
Almost just in the car. Oh, really?
What?
Hey, I've been talking to
Really?
Okay. Yeah, everything's live. Yeah.
So,
Hey,
that's Terry.
Terry.
Yeah,
Yeah, we see when you pulled in, I was like, oh,
Well,
nice to meet you.
This is McLean.
Hi, McLean. I'm Terry.
I'm Terry. Talk all day.
Have you?
He's on his
So I'm up to it.
Oh, you said that?
And then Jacob is behind you.
I'll just watch for a second.
So you guys are,
This is Jason.
those are two of our newest.
Oh,
Sweet. Yeah.
Jacob and I.
What's your name?
Olga.
Oh,
I have to spell sometimes, because when I
How do
say
you say your last name?
people always misspell it. They
Okay.
put O-L-A or O-L, I don't know. I don't know how you can
How do you
misspell.
say your last name?
Last name, Federico, so small. If you misspell that one,
It's not. It's not that long of a name. It just
How do you
has.
spell your first name?
Yeah.
First name,
Yeah, first name.
O-L-G-A.
Oh, that's simple. That's how I would have
Yeah.
guessed it
Yeah.
if I was right.
But nobody really spells it right. I couldn't go to Starbucks or another place.
Oh, they don't
Oh,
even
yeah,
spell my
they
name right at Starbucks.
Yeah. Right.
Just
Josh
say
or
Joe.
Justin or
Just,
whoever.
you know, you
I know, but then they'll call Joe, and I wouldn't know. I was
Oh,
like,
yeah, yeah, because if you're getting a cup of Joe, you could just put Joe.
There you go. Yeah.
There might be many.
I know, I'll be just sitting there, Joe. So where's my thing?
You see that name on the, you know, or hear what that name was that the person said right before you, and it looks like a good copy. Just think
Grab it and
There
go.
you go.
Yeah.
Right. Oh, that's me.
It happened to me before. Somebody grabbed my stuff. Someone
Oh, really?
Well, I'm
I think
sure.
I'm just good at ordering probably. I don't like that.
Oh,
What do you usually get?
Different things.
Gotcha.
really?
Different. I usually don't go to Starbucks, but if I have to, it's either something I'm really craving, and I'll make a trip, or just plain coffee.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Nobody picks mine up. Black coffee.
Oh yeah.
They're like,
You're
what?
not boring.
Don't take that.
Yeah.
Well, they give it to you right away though. So it's easy.
Yeah, usually, yeah.
If I'm in a hurry, I just
Blonde roast. So good.
Yeah, that's my favorite.
Yeah. That Starbucks blonde roast.
Ooh.
Yeah, so tasty.
I need like a lot of cream and a lot of sugar
Me
and
too.
a little bit of that coffee.
Me too. I use a dark coffee.
Well, they'll say, do you need room to put stuff in? Like, yeah.
Yeah, like
they
half.
never give me enough room. I know. I
They're
walk
just
over to
wasting
their-
coffee.
That's gross.
What?
Blech.
Come on now.
No.
Oh,
No.
No.
Let's see. Oh, we got some subscribers.
Oh,
2
yeah?
subscribers, yeah.
Who is it? You have
I don't
to
know.
send me the link again.
I'm trying
Who can watch
to.
it? People on YouTube?
That's fine. You're on.
Holy smokes.
We're supposed to watch it.
No.
Oh,
Oh, you can, but.
See, I should have worn that. I don't know what
You have a great shirt on.
Yeah, but you know,
The fitness realty shirt. Oh. TJ has his shirt on, so it's good.
can I get that logo on other things?
Oh, yeah.
Other-
Yeah, you can get it on lots of stuff. Yeah.
Also, everything.
Put it on your car window.
I wish I could.
You can't. How come? Oh,
Well, I'm there.
oh, they won't allow you to.
You know, they won't allow me to.
Mm-hmm.
You don't, though. You would Mm-hmm. Well,
Just playing with this for a second till we start.
yeah.
It happened before the other
But you can put
people.
it on your, you can put it on your computer. They just, this sticker. Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting rid of this computer. This one's really high.
Is it?
Costco. That's where we go. Yeah.
Really?
My roommate just bought one yesterday.
Oh, yeah?
And yeah, they're really good.
High-powered, really good.
Well, I don't really know anything about computers, so I don't know. That's something
That makes it hard too. Yeah, me neither. This one
Yeah,
looks
you
good.
have to-
Nice and sturdy.
There you
That's
go.
about it.
Kind of shiny.
I know.
Well,
Now, if
okay.
my technological kids are around, and it's great.
Oh,
and
yeah,
things are wrong.
absolutely.
And I have a funny story to tell. One weekend, it was on Labor Day weekend, and TJ was just getting ready to go out of town. I said, I need a new printer. Mine just died. And he's like, let's go to Costco. So we went down there, bought one, came back. He hooked it all up in like 10 minutes, and off to Moab he went, or Blanding, wherever.
Ugh.
And for about 3 months, my husband was trying to print things from his computer. And I never told him that I had a new printer.
It wasn't reading.
Oh.
Yeah.
And he was like,
Where's that
when?
going?
He goes, when did that happen? And I was like 3 months ago.
I bought a very kind of expensive
Exactly.
printer, but I don't know how to use it.
How's it going?
Yeah.
It doesn't work.
Weird.
It doesn't?
I don't know how to use it. I mean,
Oh,
I
you
can
don't?
print it sometimes,
McLean.
but I can't.
Why would that be weird?
I know.
Yeah, what? Don't make it weird.
The first time we
I'm
said
just
that.
not very.
I'm not good at that either. I mean, I know
Don't
there's
make it
stuff going
weird.
on with my programs and Outlook and
Let's
stuff
get
like
weird.
Yeah.
When my daughter gets there, then she can saddle. Or TJ did
Yeah,
come and
it's
sit
so
with
nice
me
to you.
to do close, the program close.
You mean like
Yeah,
next
and
night or all the
that,
cops?
so much.
Hey.
So, if you guys get into that.
Yeah.
You need man space back there.
Eddie, these receipts are great.
Oh,
I
he
can
did,
sit right next to
yeah,
you.
yeah.
Okay, Usually you're a little weird about that. As long as the umbrella
Right.
stays over there.
So, when he
What's wrong
came
with
in,
that umbrella?
like I was
It's
searching
spring.
for
You
templates.
never know what's gonna wreck.
They have loaded in there that you can build. I didn't know where to go to
Right.
do the template. I was like, well, you gotta go into an email, you know. And I was
Oh,
like,
wow.
oh, well, no wonder I couldn't find out, because I wasn't emailing anymore.
It always
So,
takes me forever.
it's like, and
How
then
you
it's like,
living?
just
Pretty good.
put me up, and then like,
Yeah.
email me, and then you can do your
Yeah,
templates.
Too much
And
time
then
off.
they get sent off, and it's
Work?
just going in.
A little
I
bit.
have to look into that. Yeah.
You say you do property management?
I have had my
Probably
own
just
properties
need a
for a while that
class.
I've
We
taken
probably
care
just
of,
need
and
to
I'm
sit
gonna
live and do
help
it,
TJ
because
get
what he did to
going
me
on
was
Right.
really great.
for
Oh.
fitness.
Awesome.
I mean, I'm gonna do whatever I
Oh,
run
yeah.
know,
To me,
with TJ.
yeah. It only
And
takes
then I
one,
just
and
wanna
then
do
you're
it.
lost. You're
Yeah.
like, wait a
I
minute, I
need
can't do
to,
this.
I need to
Yeah.
outsource all of my property
Yep, I do
management.
too.
And by that I just mean
And these
like all the
are,
landscape.
You know,
Right.
you're good to just click things.
These
you
kids,
know.
they want $10 to mow your lawn. It's like,
$10.
$10.
Yeah, that's a
steep,
steal,
fella.
right?
Oh, really?
My
Our little ward neighbors, like, come on,
But I know my
kids.
friend, I need to list it.
I do have some neighbors, they'll come and for some reason they enjoy collecting all the pine
Oh,
cones
yeah.
for free.
Oh, wow.
So that's a big help.
I mean,
Nice.
I went to
Then
school
whose
with it,
cars are they throwing at?
but
As long as they're not mine, they can go nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
just some research.
Uh-huh. Wow. Yeah, you'll need to do
Well,
demo.
should we get started?
Yeah. So,
You guys want to get started?
I'm good to get started.
Awesome.
Yes, I see your face.
I'm Zach. Nice to meet you.
Oh.
You've seen my face. I don't know if that's a good thing.
That's a good thing.
Right.
Because their faces everywhere.
Well, I'd like to welcome everybody out to team meeting number 9. Woo! And we're grateful to be here at First Colony Mortgage and with McLean and Jason. So just wanted to say thank you.
Glad to have you guys here.
Right? Hi, Austin. Welcome.
Austin.
Come sit down, please.
Come on in.
Everybody.
But yeah, huge thank you. Without having partners like this, we can't really do what we do, and I can't really run a conference room out of Topgolf yet.
Yes.
Soon.
We'll try.
Just kidding, yeah. Okay, but I want to turn the time over to McLean, and we'll go through some things that he's got to share with us, and take it away.
Cool. Where do you
Just
want me?
let me know wherever you want to stand is good.
Just
You just
want-
let me know.
Yeah.
There,
right
so
here.
you're in the camera, you know.
How about I?
Turn up.
It's got a pretty good.
No, up to you, not
It's got a pretty wide coverage.
I'll leave it on you guys.
There you go.
I want
Okay.
them to see your reaction.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, my name is McLean. Jason is a loan officer here in our office. We've got 3 right now. We just opened up a new office in Pleasant Grove. We'd love to have you come to the grand opening. It's amazing. It puts Google's offices to shame. It's really something. We've also got a new building in Draper in the works. Next year that'll be complete, and that's where we're headed after this. But yeah, so I manage the branch here. A little bit about me. My background's in economics and finance. I basically went straight out of college into the finance industry. I've just been working with we're what's referred to as a correspondent lender. So First Colony isn't a bank. We originate loans and then we sell them off into the secondary market. And by doing that, it helps us stay very lean and efficient. We are able to process loans a lot quicker than, say, a credit union or bank, and it helps us to keep our fees down, helps us to maintain very low interest rates. We've been very competitive in that route. A big thing about First Colony and being a correspondent lender, typical closing turn time, average for the United States is about 43 days, and we do them in 4 weeks. That's kind of our standard.
A lot quicker than that.
And yeah, if we need to, we can be as quick as 10 days. So that's a huge selling point for sellers. When you've got a buyer lined up that, they're really excited about a property, the seller, you need any edge you can come up with to let the sellers know, hey, these guys are ready to roll, and their lender is dynamite. They can get things done quickly and efficiently. Last year, we did about $1 billion worth of business. Our CEO actually just recently attended a mortgage brokers conference in San Francisco. About 180 different companies were in attendance. We were one of 2 that were profitable in 2018. So that tells you a little bit about where the lending world is. We're seeing a lot of people shift, moving companies trying to stay lean, trying to shrink down some of those overhead costs. That's one thing that First Colony has been excellent at. We're a small local company. We're not looking to take on the world. We are trying to give the customer a small business experience, and that helps us to, like I say, just maintain our low fees, low interest rates. That's our biggest priority. Let's see. We have a relationship with Edge Homes. Edge Homes is the largest builder in Utah. They built more homes in 2018 than any other builder. it's looking like it's going to be the same story in 2019. So that gives you a little bit of an idea of the reputation we have as far as customer satisfaction, that sort of thing. We really try to deliver a nice, smooth transition, and that's where we've kind of thrived is just, like I say, small company, great experience. When it comes to builder incentives, a lot of competition out there. Builders want somebody that they can rely on to consistently close clients that they pre-approved. So they offer big incentives. If a builder knows, once they've got a relationship with a lender like us, and they know that we can deliver, they are willing to pay borrowers closing fees. They are willing to offer incentives, significant incentives. I mean, Richmond, I think, does about $10,000 on average. It varies from builder to builder, but just know if you have any clients that are looking to build, regardless of the builder, First Colony, we will match lender incentives.
Yeah.
So if they
We
say,
just don't do
oh,
ranch homes. We do everything.
Yeah.
Normal residential, existing. I think what he was touching on is to be the preferred lender for such a big builder. That's kind of a reflection of the service you're going to get. And we all the time we have, agents that'll call us 7-8 days before an F&A and say, something's going wrong. I can't get a hold of my lender. The client's willing to send you everything, and we'll just literally take it over, either find what is wrong and fix it, or just finish. So we're very efficient, I think, is what the main thing he's trying to say, for sure.
Nice.
sometimes that kind of bites us in the butt when some of the builders we have relationships with, they've got their own preferred lender working on something, falls through at the last minute.
So they'll call us.
They'll call us. McLean,
Nice.
can you save our preferred lender's butt? They dropped the ball. We got a week to close. Tell me you can make it happen.
Absolutely.
Happens all the time.
Or we find out what's wrong and what the truth is of why they're not answering the phone and whatnot.
Yeah.
Interesting.
At my previous job, I used to be at a Security National. That was our bread and butter, was preferred lenders letting their clients slip through the crack, over-promising, under-delivering, and had expectations of where people's income was going to be, where their credit was going to be, and then lo and behold, 10 days before closing, couldn't get it done, and then we had to step in and show them how it's done.
Nice.
So yeah, that tells you a little about us. A little bit about Jason, because he won't toot his own horn, but I will. Jason has been in this industry for 2 years, and he is competing with some of the most well-established loan officers in the industry, and he hustles better than anyone I've ever seen. Most new loan officers in the industry, they say, "Oh, can I please get some leads? Can I, will the company spot me a little lead generation service, and then I can pay him as I go?" This guy buys his own leads and with his own money, and he just tackles them head on. And I've been in this industry since 2011. I've never seen anybody get to this stage in their career as quickly as Jason has.
Oh wow, thank you. Appreciate that.
So yeah, Jason's dynamite. We love having him here as part of our team. Part of the business model that we try to create with our borrowers, with our agents, with any builders we're working with. It's not enough when you're meeting with clients to just give them a loan. It's not enough to say, this is the best loan program, here's the interest rate, here's the fees. We have to be advisors. Our industry, with the way technology is going, they can get on Quicken Loans and run a quote. That's not what we're here to do. We want to educate people about the housing market. What are some of the things you guys have heard recently about the housing market? Interest rates. What do you hear in the news? Give me some ideas of concerns.
Coming down.
Maybe recession.
Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Interest rates. A lot of what ifs there. Our job is to educate the clients and let them make that decision Fortunately, we think that the numbers speak for themselves. So one thing I want to bring up here, let's go to this.
5-year straight.
Let's go to this guy.
Okay.
And then click on 1 year. So yeah, interest rates, this is just to give you an idea. This is the average 30-year mortgage rate over the past year. I don't think anybody expected this drop to happen. Biggest thing that got our economy back on track, helped give us a lot of the growth we've seen over the past 10 years, low interest rates. And now they've got to taper it off. Our economy's kind of become addicted to cheap credit, and so the Federal Reserve is wanting to dial it back, raise interest rates back up. Back in December, you may have heard rumblings about the stock market, things like that. So now, Jerome Powell, the chairman of the Fed, he's dialed that back, and you can see how rates have just slingshotted back down.
So take advantage of that.
Yeah. So
call everyone you know that you even looked at a house.
Yeah.
Like physically with their eyes, like not even, you know, and take advantage. Let them know, and you guys as realtors can use that information too. You don't have to be a lender to call someone and say, hey, do you know rates have dropped? But you guys are the professional. That's something I found with my realtor partners is sometimes we'll get to where I'm going over fees, and my borrower will say to me, so where's my realtor's fees on this? And as a buyer's agent, it's shocking to me that the client doesn't know that they don't pay for you. You know what I mean? It's to me that's shocking. I know if I was a realtor and trying to get buyer's agents, that's something I would come out and say real early. That, and not that my services are free. I wouldn't use that word. But I would just say free to you, essentially.
Right.
So that's something I just wanted to throw out too, that you guys are a wealth, of information just as much as we are. So use that to your clients. You'll get many more clients just by them being intrigued. Sometimes I have a client that'll call and just a simple question, and it'll turn into a refinance that wasn't really, they just were asking me something about a gardener or something, and then I'll say, oh yes, rates have dropped or whatever. So take advantage of every little opportunity. At the gym, at Starbucks, church, whatever. Just when people find out what you are as a professional, use that to your advantage for sure. So,
Thanks.
just want to throw that out there.
So yeah, right now, biggest problem we have is people are thinking, man, I think I just want to sit tight, and that prices seem high. They don't appreciate where growth is headed. And they're, like I say, fortunately, we have a lot of metrics that point to now is still a great time to buy. Prices are not coming down in Utah. You can worry about home prices swinging in California, New York. Utah, I think, is rock solid. One of the things I do is I kind of save news articles, kind of like this guy. I came across this the other day.
Wow.
I mean, Utah is experiencing growth that for the foreseeable future, I think we have a lot of reasons to feel optimistic about. And so those are some of the concerns we like tackling. If you have borrowers that have those kind of concerns, lean on us, because we've got all the tools that we can show them. You know what? Buying versus renting, buying wins every time still.
Yeah.
We've got that. This is just kind of like to give you an idea of some of the forms that we give clients that show just the difference between buying and renting. It really helps them to visualize with a numeric value what they're missing out on. This is just kind of a rough idea, but that we put together real quick. But
just shows you the difference there between over 5 years. McLean sends those out usually when he does his pre-approvals and stuff, just to show the client. Because that's where the cold feet come in, when the offer's made and,
shock factor.
A little shock factor. So anything we can do to say, look, you're sure your mortgage is $300 more a month than what you were paying in rent, but let's look and see what rent's going to be in 5 years, opposed to 9 times out of 10 when you purchase a home, your home gets cheaper as you live there longer, whether you remove mortgage insurance or things like that. So McLean, he uses this tool a lot. We all do.
People love it.
It's awesome.
I mean,
awesome.
because that's the number one concern we get is, I got concerns about the economy. Well,
yeah,
buying,
economy proof.
Yeah.
or fail-proof really is your home. No quicker, way to not just wealth but security, for sure. So use those tools, and we can co-brand all this stuff, guys.
Oh yeah. So on that form, we can actually put your information right alongside of ours. So it's not just coming from us; it's coming from us, right?
Both of us.
Nice. Yeah. And another thing, credit.
Oh yeah,
back to being an advisor. Average Joe Blow, very little understanding of how credit works. I can't even begin to tell you, we'd be here all night, the number of things with credit that are so counterintuitive, it would blow your mind. You think paying off collections is going to help your credit scores? It doesn't.
Not at all.
I'm going to walk you through real quick. This is an example we just had done today. We've got Bill here. Part of what we offer as a service is helping to get people get their credit scores up, whether it means helping them to get a better interest rate or just to qualify. A lot of the times we'll just help them for the heck of it, just so they can get 1/8% better interest rate.
Not a lot of lenders will do that.
Yeah.
If they've got
A
you
lot
in the
of-
bag, they'll just
A lot of time involved.
Sure.
But
Sure.
like I say, that's where we want to keep that value coming. So this guy's at 628. We wanted to get him above 640. That's kind of a sweet spot for his particular scenario. This spot where it says potential improvement, not a lot of room for improvement. However, we dive into some of these collections he's got showing, and something relatively new that collection agencies have been doing that we've been keeping an eye on is they will offer you, in some instances, what's called a deletion letter. And I've taken a little snippet of the one we received from him. So he's got some collections on his credit. When we tell people, when it comes to collections, do not pay them off unless you get reassurance from the collection agency that they will remove the collection entirely from credit. Because if they don't, it's actually going to drive your score down.
Yeah.
9 times out of 10.
Unexplainable. Can't explain why. We don't know.
Yes. Right.
They haven't given you an agreement or a notification that they'll remove that. They just
So if you just pay it, because average person, yeah, you think I pay my collection.
It's
Credit
gonna go
bureaus
away.
ought to think that's a great thing, bump my score up.
right.
But credit bureaus don't make the distinction between good collection activity and bad collection activity. It all just gets recognized as collection activity.
That makes sense. Yeah.
And so, yeah, like I say, it's a 10-year-old collection, well, not that old. But you pay it off, all it does is update all the credit bureaus, they see collection activity, even if you've paid it off.
Puts it up at the top to see it.
Literally, yeah. Sometimes,
Okay.
sometimes your score, like he said, your score will drop.
And
It makes no sense. Also, paying credit cards to zero, rather than leaving a small balance, can drop your score. It's just the weirdest thing. If I knew the answer,
Yeah.
I'd tell you guys why. But
So by contacting credit agencies, will provide this to say
the
collections. I'm sorry, the collections
Sure.
agencies
Sure.
will provide this to say, hey, we're going to return this, so that you're going to come off of our record.
exactly
Take
right.
care of
Yeah.
it.
And he'll reach it.
They've gotten to the point where they just want to get paid.
Yeah.
Right.
And they're willing to not report the collection of the credit bureaus in order to get their money.
Okay.
And so there may be down the road some changes to where that gets cracked down on and the credit bureaus start getting,
I think it's
putting
become
pressure
more
on 'em.
prevalent. Like when I
But
first
yeah.
started doing loans, it was deletion letter wasn't happening. I would sit with clients in my office and we'd call together and they'd say, "Oh, we don't do that." And just more recently, the last year, 6 months, I've done loan 3 years, not 2 years. But
oh,
I'll throw you a
sorry.
$20 bill for saying all those nice things about me, though. But and just recently, I've noticed that you can sit on the phone, and this is actually a client of both of ours, and we sat with him. He was here in our office last Friday, and we sat on the phone with the company, and they told us verbally that if you make this $1,600 payment today, they would provide a letter. We even went a step further and said, write us the letter, and then we'll pay it.
Right.
We literally sat there. He was on my computer. McLean's standing right there where he is now, and the email came in, and then we paid it. And then we got a second letter, which is what he'll go over here, that says that it can be deleted. So
Well,
we
and think
do
about
that.
what's on the line here. 1,600 bones. That's not small biscuits.
no,
that's
no.
a down payment
Yeah.
we're working towards, right?
Yeah,
So it's a big deal. We want to make sure we're
It's
not
gonna
having
work.
them do things with credit unless there's going to be a huge payoff.
Makes sense.
So we got this letter. They said they're going to remove requested the national credit reporting agencies remove the account information from your credit record. So I just repulled his credit today. We got him above 640.
Awesome.
Wow.
Nice.
Beautiful.
And
What was the swing on that? I can't even remember.
So it's 28, 628 is what it
Yeah.
was. But you notice, and I think, sorry, I took the words right. I jump out sometimes.
good.
But it was 628. But a normal loan officer, just a normal person, would look and say, "Oh, I can only go up 8 points." But we have tools and analyzers that we can go in and physically remove the collection, and that's all we did. We didn't update
And
credit
if-
cards or anything.
if you guys ever want to
Nice.
come in,
We'll
and
show you. Yeah.
we can walk you through some examples because we've always got some in the loop or in our pipe.
Right.
We're happy to show you. It's actually really awesome. Learning about credit, it sounds like the most boring thing, but
It's fun.
It's fun.
It's cool.
Um,
For sure.
another
help you guys
thing
get
about
your own
our,
credit up.
yeah, you need your credit scores up will help you.
And if you need it, buy a house. We know good loan officers.
Another big part about our business model, we're always available. Morning, noon, evening, weekends, part of the job.
Yeah.
10:30 on a Sunday?
Yes, sir.
Oh man, I came in last Sunday and I
He
met
was.
with borrowers with 500 credit scores.
He was.
And they're not going to be able to do anything for like a year, but that's next year. They're going to be at 660 and they're going to come to me.
And I'll toot our horns. I came in as he was leaving Sunday.
Yep.
And I didn't know he was here.
Nice.
we passed each other. It was pretty funny.
That's awesome.
You know, borrowers, they talk, husbands and wives, couples, they talk about buying a home at the dinner table. That's when they want to call us.
Yeah, it's true.
And we get it.
You guys
So-
know that too.
Yeah,
So.
true.
And then real quick, the relationships that we're trying to establish with you guys, realtors, we want our services to be complementary. We want to help each other look amazing. With our marketing materials, we can co-brand anything you can think of. The biggest thing that I would stress is trying to get clients in front of us as soon as possible, because the biggest thing that the hardest part about this job is having a client with their expectations here, dream house here, and then we got to bring them down to reality. The numbers don't work. The sooner I can get in front of them, the sooner we can help give them an idea of where do you want your monthly payment to be? Okay, let's build off of that. Then we'll talk purchase price.
It's the best way to do it.
You know, a lot of people, I get a lot of people, they think their credit is amazing.
Yeah.
Credit Karma.
It told me
Credit
I'm
Karma is
700.
not the same as the FICO scores. We can dive into that later. I'm kind of running out of time here, but yeah, a lot of people think they've got 800 credit scores. Lo and behold, 500. Right? It happens all the time.
That's wild.
Collections they totally weren't aware of. The sooner they can find out about that, the sooner I can help them start working on their credit, the better. If we need to get a game plan together where, you know, like I say, we're not looking for a house until a year from now, 6 months from now, we can do that. And that's pretty much about it, unless you guys
Sweet.
have questions or... Oh, and this was another example of... we've got a great marketing department that's able to throw together materials with your info. Jason requested this one Thursday last week. Marketing had it available Friday, and they did an open house Saturday.
Yeah, and
So-
when we went under yeah, I was there as well. And it's funny, all we need is your headshot, your basic information, you know, your realtor, the logo, whatever you want, really. We just need usually 24 hours, and a lot of lenders will tell you 5 days. So if you're getting photos in and stuff like that, we can put it together quickly. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
I've walked away from it.
What is that?
Oh, really? Nice.
Is that
Hi, Natalie.
What's going on?
Come on in.
Come on in.
Well, I just wanted to say thank you.
Thank you.
Hopefully, after we're all done, we can all hang out and chill,
Absolutely.
chit chat a little bit more.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
All right, so here's our agenda. I always love to talk about our 5% company share bonus splits. Then we'll go into training, the new agent handbook, marketing, property management. I have some highlighted rules that several of the realtors in the Valley or in Utah in general are getting in trouble for. And so I'll highlight a couple of those. And then we have new buyer incentive because ours keeps getting removed by lenders.
Oh,
So
no.
we'll kind of walk through
I
that a
wanna
little
hear
bit.
that. I'm anxious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so everybody in this room has seen this except for McLean and Jason. So I just wanted to touch base on this. Nothing on this has changed, yet we have more and more level 5s. We have more level 6s. And so as we progress through this, you'll start seeing the bonuses getting bigger and bigger. Plus, you'll see the last 3, or level 10, 9, and 8. Nobody's using that bonus money, so every year the bonuses are going to get bigger until somebody takes over that. So that's kind of our incentive towards our agents is there's a company profit share, whether we franchise off whenever that does happen. Then as long as you're with our company and you're a level 6, you make money.
That's awesome.
If you total them all up, it's 100%. So a week before Black Friday, whenever we have a level 10, the entire account will get burned. Just I'll write checks until it's 0.
Wow.
And say thanks, have a nice day.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Happy shopping.
You guys all know your splits and what everybody's signed on for, and I can't wait until somebody's a 90-10 with their bonus 5. That's something else that we do and we bring to the table. So if you have realtors that come to you and they say they're unhappy, let me know, because it's not written down here, but they get a bonus 5% just to commit to doing something different, like walking a little bit more, drinking water, praying more, something.
That's awesome.
So we're trying to build everybody into the 4 pillars to increase their potential. So, but a 95.5, which would be the very last column with their bonus 5, is on par with a flat rate company, which makes us competitive with equity. That's the only flat rate I know off the top of my head. All right, let's get into some training. So right off the top, personal responsibility. I've given lots of tools, lots of training tools, YouTube videos. You guys all have my cell phone number. You can sit down with me at any time if I'm not busy, of course. Time is the only limiting factor with that. So I want everybody to kind of sit back, or not sit back, but really kind of evaluate where you feel you're at in your training. And if you've cruised through all the videos that I've provided, which ones you might need to go back and check out. Okay, but a lot of the training that I want to hit on, or not hit on, but a lot of the training that we have and is out there is all specific to Utah real estate. So if you feel like you're lacking in an area, watch the video or talk to me about it. But I don't know if you are not confident in an area unless you let me know. Okay, so training headlines. I'm going to pull up the training slide. Everybody's kind of cruised it and been in there a little bit. I just want to kind of make sure that the live feed is there, that they can see that, whoever's watching, and kind of show how that works. So the training categories, we'll kind of go over that. How the training spreadsheet works, that's what I'll pull up next. The skills tests. There was a time where I was kind of putting out skills tests through the Google Hangouts, but sometimes it's hard for everybody to get involved with that, or they're not reading it. So if you're not taking advantage of the skills tests, then you won't be ready to help a client at the time that they need you. We may bring out skills tests a little bit more, but I'll kind of put that out there for everybody, see if we want to keep doing that. And then your plan, your goal, we're going to go around the room a little bit and chat about that, and then just some improvement thoughts. So I'll pull up the skills test really fast. Is there anybody in the room that has not been able to see this? Okay. All right. The training sheet is very self-explanatory. So I've been enjoying watching everybody really progress through and get their training completed, which has been awesome. So I wanted to just kind of ask everybody if the headings are proper, or if there was anything you wanted to add, or if there was any improvement to how this is set up. So I guess the floor is open. Questions, comments?
Couple things. Let's not add anything until I'm finished with all of them.
Okay.
And then it'd be great on the training videos. Probably should be more serious, but if we could hear you yell at your kids once in a while.
Gotcha. You want me to be real or something?
Every once in a while you'll hear it, and your house is great. Every once in a while you hear like a thump on the floor, and I would quiet down out there. So.
Gotcha. Okay.
Just a shout
that's
out to the
amazing.
kids. But no, they're
Right.
great. There's a lot of times that I go through. Each one that I've gone through, I'll have like a question come up, and further on it gets answered. Or as they haven't been, I just sent you a text. You give me a response, and it just helped me out. So.
Nice. Thank you for that. Zach pointed out something that was funny. Is during one of the videos, he was watching. What was it? The buyer's agency or seller's agency?
Seller's agency.
Yeah. During the seller's agency, I'm explaining one of the forms. It's completely the wrong form, and then like 5 minutes later, I'm like, "Oh, that's not the right form." We go back. So Zach was like, "I'm just rolling over here because you're just explaining away, and the form is completely wrong." So, so you guys can kind of see this. We just hover over like seller's net sheet. There's a little box. It tells whoever's watching the spreadsheet or looking at it kind of the direction that I'm going with the training. And then it also just links a YouTube link right on the very top, and it goes straight to our channel. There's 14 hours of training.
I might even have to watch.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm intrigued. I like
So
that.
mind if I get on that?
Right.
or-
That the lender video is the one that McLean is on. The
Yeah,
when
that I was
name
just
drop,
watching.
just boom.
I mean, I was just literally, and how many people, when you're watching something on social media, you watch all the way to the end?
Yeah,
Right?
it's
Not
pretty
very
rare.
many.
Yeah.
And he's like 20-something minutes in, and I'm like, okay, I'm intrigued. So I watched the whole thing. I didn't even know who you were. At this
Oh, thank you.
But I had watched, followed you. And then he dropped him at the very end. He's like, and then, yeah, McLean, I've worked with him a little bit. My mom loves him, right? And,
Yep.
and I'm like, the next day I was like, McLean, you're on a big list. There's some cool people on there.
Yeah,
And
that's
so that's how we kind of
Famous.
came together. Yeah, I thought it was awesome. I was like, that's a big list. Well, he's a big deal. So,
Right. It's a big deal.
But it was really cool that,
Nice.
I'm glad I watched the whole video.
Yeah, that's way cool. Yeah.
But I even watch your stuff as a lender, so that's
Thank you.
kind of,
Appreciate that.
yeah.
So, does anybody have any other room for improvement kind of thoughts, or? Okay, let's kind of go around the room then. Your plan for, let's say, the next 90 days. Let's start with my mom.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Hey.
Up first.
On the spot.
Yeah. Well, I've got a bunch of people I'm working with right now that I need to wrap up and get them taken care of and finalized, and then I'm working on some new apps that TJ's helped me with, close, to help, maintain my clients and
Cool.
keep everybody remembering that I am a realtor. I find out in the past that people forget
Yeah.
what you do,
Friends, family.
and then they go,
Mhm.
whoa, you just sold our house. And then they're looking at me like, oh my gosh, I totally forgot.
Yeah.
So that's my bad, if I'm not,
In front of
letting
people.
them know all the time. So that's what I'm working on, and then continuing to help with TJ, and then any of you are welcome to call me whenever, and I'll do my best to help, and, I'll train you or go with you or whatever you need. So that's my job.
Sweet. Thank you. Natalie?
I have a few people I'm working with as well, so I'm just trying to, get them to. Well, I have one person that she's kind of just dragging her feet, so trying to help her along. And then I have one that's closing this month, will be my first one.
Sweet.
And
Congrats.
then thank
Yeah.
you. And then I have another one that I'm working on. So yeah, just wrap up these and continue to find clients, and
Awesome.
I want to get my like not just instead of I work a lot in my day job right now, and I meet a lot of people there, and then social media and stuff. But I want to really plan to get out there and get my talk to a lot of people aside from those two things. That's my goal.
Gotcha. That's awesome.
Sounds like the charts might help with the gal dragging her feet.
Yeah.
Maybe you just reassure her that, hey, in 5 years you've gained 77,000, whatever the number was, in
Yeah.
equity. I mean,
Right.
it might help. So I think
That'd
they
be cool.
just call McLean. They'll hook you up with the
Yeah.
chart.
If you don't mind me
Yeah.
saying something that, as the market's kind of changing constantly, the one, like I was saying earlier, the one thing we have going for us as participants in this market here in Utah is Utah's economy. So what I've experienced since I've been a loan officer is a lot of these agents that are just really well established, it's getting easier and easier to compete with them. In fact, I was emailing back and forth with this kind of financial blogger I talk to now and then, and I was just like, man, if interest rates keep going up, market's going to get tight, things are going to be rough, nobody wants to buy in a high interest rate. And he said, no, you can't think like that. That's when the people who have been taking it easy, riding we've had the easy part.
The low-hanging fruit, I
Yeah.
call it.
Yeah, the low-hanging fruit. Now is the time that you step in and you provide more value than the agents that have grown lazy. Like now is a great time. I do the same thing with loan officers. A lot of loan officers out there getting lazy because it's been easy up until now. Now they have to work for it, and so we're stealing deals left and right. And I think the realtor market is no different.
Same thing. Yeah,
The
same
the
game.
realtors that have been in the game for a long time, they're getting slow, and the new faces, if you're hustling, I think it's great to steal it right out from under them.
Yeah, literally.
Right. Love that hustle. Austin?
Well, I got 3 buyers right now.
Nice.
Another guy that's got 2 properties to sell, hopefully starting next month. And then gotta write my next quarterly letter, email.
Sweet.
I gotta get new business cards too.
Nice. I like new business cards.
Yeah,
It's one of my faves.
it's on my last box.
There you go. Means you're using them.
That means you're
Yeah.
handing them
Yeah.
out.
A lot.
Okay. Olga?
Oh, I'm one of the newest ones.
Yay, fresh. Welcome.
Hopefully I'll get my license by the end of the week or next week. Hopefully.
Yeah.
And so my goal for right now, I think, just learning, getting into the green field first and get some confidence. Maybe shadow you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, like Natalie said, go out there and talk to people,
Mm-hmm.
give my cards, but I think I need to learn first
Nice.
before I can.
Yeah. We'll be sitting down for some sweet training.
Yeah. You're
Okay.
in good hands, for sure.
Thank you. Terry?
You know, I've been in this now a year next month, and I'm finding, like you said, it's very competitive out there. Nobody really wants to help you and give you the edge. I have to give TJ kudos. Meeting him was the best thing for me because I'm reaching out to people. I'm not like the rental car or wherever I'm at, like you said, the garage door opener, I think it was somebody, and they ask you, what do you do? And you need to tell these people, and you need to, let them know. And that has opened so many doors. I'm not to where I'm anywhere with a client yet, but I've had a couple nibbles. So I know what's going to happen. It's just keeping that going and not getting depressed about it, because really all you have is kind of this group here and you've got to rely on that and be open about it. I am a little nervous once I do get a fish hooked, because it will be my first, and I'll probably stay up and go through all the training again just to make sure. But I'm excited about that. It's something that I look forward, and that's my goal, is to just keep trying to meet people, to give them an opportunity and let them know what kind of service that I can do, and be real about it. And I'm excited about it.
Thank you. Terry's being really modest. She's got a $500,000 lead right now, so
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I had a couple good ones, and that big one,
yeah.
they are doing it for sale by owner.
Oh, crap.
Stay on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Stay
trust
on.
me, I am. And
They'll be back.
Yeah.
Like I said, it'll bite. I'll get a bite.
Yeah,
So,
for sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome. Jacob?
I'm waiting for that coveted email or confirmation as well for my official license. So I'm just trying to knock out everything that I can. I look forward to sharing my background and experience to improve anyone that I can with clients and coworkers and everything, and get get my feet wet on the agent side of it.
Nice. Sweet.
So you do title now? Is that what I heard?
No. So
Came in late on that, sorry.
So we'll get to it in a second. We'll come back to Jacob. We're launching the property management side.
Oh, cool. Oh,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I saw that on
Yeah.
Cool. I'm anxious to hear that too.
Yeah. All right, Zach.
Why do I gotta be last?
You were sitting in the
I'm
back.
gonna stand up.
There you go.
So, want to give you guys an example of don't be afraid to talk to people. So, I'm just meandering through RC Willie and Draper, killing some time looking for an office chair for myself. And two RC Willie employees are talking. And he's saying, the dude in the red shirt, I just remember him from the red shirt, but that's how I got his information. He's like, yeah, I'm looking at houses, I don't want to be above 275, so. And then I just kind of
Yeah.
walked over there and just listening and
Hid behind the
I like-
fridge.
I like that.
the older lady's like, let me call my agent. I have a really good agent. Lo and behold, called the agent. Guess what? Agent didn't pick up the phone.
Oh.
So I walked up and I said, hey, my name's Zach. I'm a realtor. Here's my card. Let's talk. Pulled him aside. And the older lady was like, well, he's going to work with my agent. And I said, well, I'll answer the phone.
Right.
So, and I just like that, 30-second conversation, swooped in, grabbed it, gave him my card. It may turn into a lead, who knows?
But that's how it works.
My goal for the next 90 days, so I just moved up to Syracuse. There is a predominant real estate agent up in Syracuse I decided to go head on with and muscle him out. So we'll see. I've hit a couple of the local Syracuse Facebook pages. There's a lot of people that have weird questions on there for like code compliances and everything else like that. And instead of throwing an opinion out, I give them a website and just a direct link, and I'm slowly working into a couple of those, and then I'm going to do some door knocking and hit up some FISBOs and eventually get a farming. I want to be the face of Syracuse.
That's nice.
So, and TJ's inspired me to potentially go after city council for Syracuse. So.
Yeah.
We'll see how that on your way.
That's cool.
Nice. I love those goals. What's unique here is everybody in the room has something different. So we all have different talents, abilities, drive. Our goals are vastly different. Yet we're driven to a common goal and vision. So I just wanted to say thanks for that, because you guys are helping me steer Fitness Realty, which is awesome. I mean, this is growing so rapidly, and our message is progressive, and people are latching onto it really, really well. All right, any last reattacks on training? All right, that's the skills test. All right, I'm going to touch on the new agent handbook for like 5 minutes, and we'll take a 10-minute break. Let me make it bigger. All right, you guys can all see that really well. So something that is interesting to me in the new agent handbook, or maybe not interesting is the right word, but something that was brought to my attention by Zach, so thank you very much for that, is that about 4 or 5 months ago we didn't have a mission statement or a vision statement, and so I put one together, but now we'll be opening it up to all of you to help critique that and make it company-wide. So I put together something that seems to work all right. I'll say it's moderate, and I want you guys' input. So, but this new agent handbook is something that I put together while I was in Afghanistan, and I tried to make it a point to put this together so it was a one-stop shop. Everybody knows they can go to the new agent handbook and get every piece of criteria or training that they need. And they'll also have also have a game plan that just puts a roadmap in front of you, so you can just walk it or run it or go around and do your own thing a little bit and then come back to it if you need to. But I wanted to just show this on our live feed so everybody that's watching at home or if they're sick can also see this. So But our mission statement is, our mission is to provide the best service with a level of enlightened change. Does that resonate with anybody? Or does that feel like that is our mission?
Depends on my mood that day.
Okay. I like it. Okay, just let it sink in a little bit and then come back to it. The vision statement to communicate with, teach, instill, and grow those around us in the 4 pillars: physical, emotional, mental, spiritual, helping them reach further than they had imagined before, which is hopefully what I try to tell all the time, and I hope you're latching onto that and telling everybody else, because it's kind of contagious, right? It just kind of latches on and people start doing more, and then they're like, I didn't realize I could do that. So it's kind of fun. Does anybody have any early critiques for this? How do you guys like it?
So when I think of the word change, I think of growth. Either, that's kind of a word for me, because change is like either good or bad. It's kind of, whatever
True.
it may be. And so I don't know, I just see the word growth or something right there with
Enlightened growth.
enlightened growth. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's just something that I see. Yeah. Oh wow, he went right for it. I love it. He's easy. All right.
Hey, I like it. Enlightened growth.
Awesome.
Sounds awesome. Okay. I like this little quote, and I can't remember what book I got it out of while I was over there, but seriously, the key to success in this business is communication.
150%.
Yeah. I
For
mean,
sure.
hands down. The more I talk to people, the more people are like, oh, that sounds really cool. And then they Google our company. All sorts of stuff is happening. And I love just spouting off about it when people see my shirt and they're like, what the heck is Fitness Realty? Or they say Fitness Reality, and then I get to correct them on the spot,
Yeah.
So, legal and ethics. This new agent handbook just points out a couple of legal things. Of course, you guys have all been through Stringham School and taken the test. So, most of the legal aspects were covered there. These just kind of point out to get familiar with the Utah Code, go to the division's website and read about the code that we are governed by, and it can give you some insight on just rules and tactics that are inside of that you might not have thought about because Stringham just glossed right over a certain part or whatever. So just understand that our legal guidance is from the Utah Code, and then never discriminate. So our legal aspect is this big just because all the other rules are in the code. So I didn't put those in here. You can read about it later, or read about it in the code. So ethics is kind of interesting because since myself as the broker and Fitness Realty are attached to the Board of Realtors, everybody that is licensed underneath our brokerage firm has to be a representative from the board, and that doesn't have to be Wasatch Front like Terry's part of the Washington County Board. But being part of the board, they do have a code of ethics, and everybody that's been licensed here and been through the code of ethics, you've already taken a class on it, but the code of ethics is actually a lot longer than that class dictates. So here is a link to go straight to the code of ethics. I believe right now there's 17 articles in the code of ethics. And so it would be good to just click that once in a while and go, all right, I'm going to learn Article 1, read through it. Okay, don't steal clients, or whatever the main focus of that article is. I just wanted you to have a link out there so you can go straight to it instead of going fumbling around and trying to search for it. So onboarding, we have all the training. Training will be completed before paid for your first transaction. This is a new change because I want everybody to make it through all of my training, and then I'll pay you. So if we are working a deal together and I'm coaching you along the process, you won't get your check until you've completed our training, because I need you to know what's in those videos for 2 reasons. 1, so you're trained, and 2, so the brokerage firm is doing some CYA. So all right, let's see. the second part to the second part of this is you won't be able to be added to the Jive lead capturing system until you've completed the training. Of course, the last call that just came in, or maybe not the last one, but the time before that, was a $500,000 lead out of Echo. And I happened to pick up the phone, so I don't know what happened there.
Hey, let them know that's where I'm from.
Oh, really? Okay, I'll let them know. So the Jive system right now, and I'll show you all of our marketing, but the Jive system right now is being just pumped with as many impressions on other platforms that I can get for our budget. And so when the calls come in, they're free grabs, or up for free grabs from anybody who's licensed and trained. All right, and then we'll just kind of quickly go through the rest of this. Please follow the link, each module that you complete, right? This is on the training platform. So that link is in several places, so you can never lose it, hopefully. And then the 90-day things to accomplish so that you can be set on a road to be successful is all set up. We're not going to go through that all together. You guys can read about it. And then at the very end is just some resources. Of course, the training sheet, and then our service provider list is something that a few of us have been working on to get service providers that we like a sheetrocker, plumber, stuff like that. So there's a link for you guys to view anytime you want. All right, let's take a 8-minute break. Will that work? Let's take an 8-minute break so we can come back at 7:10. All right.
Guys, we got anything you'd like in the fridge. We got water, sparkling water, Coke Sprite, Gatorades. You're more than welcome to help yourself.
Is it still on?
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's still live. If I shut it off, the live feed will go away.
Sorry? Oh, okay. Restrooms are just out here and to the right, across from the elevator.
You can do it whenever you want. I won't be there tomorrow. I'll be a pick on. Yeah, well, we need to get it done, right?
Dang. I never realized TJ's
The way he is?
so savvy with all this
Oh, yeah.
online
He's
stuff.
awesome.
That's awesome.
So you're from Echo?
Well, I'm from Colville.
Colville.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's Echo's the lake right next to Colville. Yeah.
Right, right.
So
Been
yeah,
there.
they probably know me.
Yeah, I would say so.
Yeah. It's a small enough town. I sure hope so.
Wow. I'm trying to think who else I know from up there.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch.
Mhm.
Like my brother-in-law, he's big into the horse scene.
Oh, yeah.
I was actually
Does he still live there?
yeah,
Oh, okay.
Cameron Langston.
Oh, okay.
He's a team roper.
Okay.
Actually went and saw the chariot races.
Oh, did you?
Have you
Can
been
believe
there?
it? Oh, yeah. You mean at South Jordan?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I just
I
heard
cannot
a story
believe
last
that.
night about the gal that had that front clip undone. Did you hear about the story?
Yeah, the guy was. Somebody was screaming about it, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, "What's happening? What's happening?" I didn't.
So they were able to get her shut down then? I didn't hear the
Yeah.
rest of the story.
Yeah,
I
they
think it
had
was
a couple
Rebecca that
horses
was talking.
come and
Ah,
slow
whoa.
her down. Holy cow!
That's
Well, and those chariots. Geez, they look like they're ready to break into 1,000 pieces.
Yeah. Could you imagine if the nose of that had hit? She would have been launched. It would have slammed into the horses.
I imagine
Can't
there's a
even imagine.
YouTube video of that somewhere.
I don't think I want to see it.
I know.
It's those dangerous things, you know? Just
Yeah, those
crazy.
are nuts. She just kind of we just finished like cleaning our house or something on a Saturday morning. We get this text from Becca.
Uh-huh.
Hey, at the
Yeah.
chariot races. Come check it
Yeah, I
out.
had it on my calendar to go over and I don't know what we were doing. Something. So,
Dallas is that.
Really?
They have crit shows, quarter horses.
Didn't know that.
Jacob, I checked the appointment.
Yeah,
It's actually a client
Oh,
that I
really?
mean.
On crit shows, quarter horses, and they have like 3 races.
Yeah, my bad.
oh, that's cool.
Because I looked at it, I was like,
Wow.
that's all right.
Yeah, I don't think I trust horses enough. I don't think I'd trust my own dog with that sort of stuff. Man,
Well, I don't know if I trust the dog either. I trust the horse more than the dog. I don't know.
I gotta have
Yeah,
nerves of
it's
steel
scary.
for that sort of stuff.
Yeah. Sure. So do you hike? Got talking about hiking today and Angel's Landing, that
Oh, okay.
discussion.
Oh, because I went
So-
to Monaco, is that what you asked? Or Morocco?
Yeah, because when you said you climb, I guess climbing is different than hiking.
Well, so my brother's really into it, and my wife is really into it. And so I get a lot of invitations. I'm usually not the one instigating it. In fact, one thing I've done, I should start doing this again. Like a lot of younger clients, there's this really cool book. It's called 60 Hikes Within 60 Miles of Salt Lake.
Whoa.
Really?
And it is so stinking cool. It's like a closing gift.
Whoa.
Yeah, I've done that with some like younger clients.
Do you think that Springville hike's in there?
No.
TJ?
I don't
How
know.
did you find that?
I just searched it, I think.
Oh,
It could have been on a list. 'Cause, I mean, we have like 15 world-class hikes, like all over the Wasatch.
right on.
Yeah.
So yeah, my brother's done Kilimanjaro twice, and he keeps wanting me to go do that. My problem is if I'm gonna travel somewhere like Africa,
Mm-hmm.
I want to enjoy myself. I don't wanna,
Right.
if I'm on
You don't wanna
vacation, I don't
die.
want to be like climbing and hiking.
I don't want to be near death right now.
So,
Morocco is cool because you get like so many other things out of it.
yeah. But have you been to Zion and then hiked Angel's Landing?
Angel's Landing, yep.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
What do you remember about it?
It was a long time ago. I think I was probably
We had a hot wash for that, so.
it's like senior year of high school.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Back when I still had that kind of courage.
Yeah.
Because I remember it a bit sketchy.
Yeah. Yeah, we had been, you know, I think as a kid we had gone, but I had never been on Angel's Landing, but then we decided to go down there for a trip a few years ago. And it's just
you
beautiful.
did it?
No, I didn't do it. No. Let the husband do it.
What?
No, 1,600 feet up? No, it was, yeah, I didn't
A
have
little gust of wind.
If I die, I'll make the
Oh, no.
My time.
Right? I was either going to get hit by a car or fall off Angel's Landing. I mean, what?
Well,
What do you want from me?
A lady had fallen like the week before we were there.
Oh, yeah. It seems like you hear a story every once in a while of that.
But something that's really cool about Angel's Landing has a pair of condors that are
Really?
living on the other side, on the north side, in a cave, and they're showing video of it and stuff because they've got an egg. And
Oh, that's
so,
cool.
Yeah, who knows?
That's awesome.
I'm excited about that.
So wait, you're going there soon? Or
No. No, I was just curious. We were talking with a gal this morning about Angel's Landing.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
There's some, yeah, man, I had no idea there's some like world-class hikes
Yeah.
all really close by.
Mhm.
And my wife, bless her heart, she gets me out there and
You gotta do it.
whips me into shape. Says, let's hike this mountain. Okay.
Okay,
He
dear.
makes it to the trailhead. All right, honey.
Right?
It's been real.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll be over
You gotta do
here.
it.
I'm on my way.
I got to tie my shoes.
Go
No,
ahead.
I remember. I remember
I'll catch
something
up.
about that though with Angel's Landing. They had it's something on the news. They're talking about it because there's so many people wanting to go, and there's a line of people. They're trying to figure out the best way to get the people through. And are they going to need tickets, like going into Timpanogos? You know,
Whoa.
what are they going to have to reserve their spot to do it? Because it's backed up.
Yeah, it's nuts how busy these places are getting. Like Moab,
Mm-hmm.
my family used to go to Moab every single summer, and we stopped like 3 years ago because there's
It's
just
huge.
way too many people now. All the secret spots that like nobody had ever even
Right.
would never see anybody. Now it doesn't matter what time of year you go. There's always somebody
It's a lot
there.
of people.
Secret spots are in Africa,
Yeah.
untouched, on lava rock.
Yeah, true. That's your secret spot.
Reckless. We got some sweet videos for you from that place.
Oh yeah.
Africa. Swimming with whale sharks.
Wow.
Yeah,
Big ones.
real fun.
So in the Philippines,
We've been there, she said.
so when you're a tie wearing compadre,
Yeah.
compadre, I guess.
I love it.
Can't swim with the whale sharks, but like one of the best places in the world is for that. And I was assigned to that area, and we take boat rides out there and just kind of watch them.
Yeah,
And oh man, I was so jealous I never got to do that.
yeah. They're way cool. Freaky though. It's
Yeah.
freaky being in the water.
Yeah, it would, even though they're like cows,
They're
I guess,
docile, yeah. They're supposed to be
it's
docile.
still just scare the crap
Yeah.
out of me.
Right. All right, everybody, welcome back. Woo. Oh, that's how I start all my videos.
I know.
Another training video by Fitness Realty. No, I'm just kidding. All right, just want everybody watching live at home or later, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks. Okay. All right, we're moving on to marketing. So, my mom and I put together a sweet budget from company profits that are going into helping us grow the company and grow your leads, and hopefully have a steady flow right across the Jive system, so that you guys have access to people that you're like, oh, I just have a random call. Sweet. You know, like cold leads. Many other companies promise you leads. We actually have leads. Some of them are telemarketers, of course, so you just have to keep on the Jive call. But this gives you an idea of what we're doing out there. Thus far on Google AdWords, we've had 65,000 impressions. I was going to pull this up real quick so you guys can kind of really see what we're working with here. So we've had 66,000 impressions, 503 clicks. You can see we've spent $1,000 in marketing budget. 34 verified calls have come strictly from Google. That doesn't mean our number isn't being dialed from other places. Like, they can see it from our website, they can see it from sometimes when I put our random number out on Instagram, people can see it there, or they can go to our business side on Facebook, and our Jive number is right there as well. So 34 of them have come from Google itself, and then however many have come from other places. All right, I just wanted to let you guys see like kind of where those are coming from. Another thing on here is the blip billboards. You can see we've had 11 hours of billboard space, 50,000 impressions, and then I just realized it wasn't working properly, so I fixed it, and now it's running during traffic and high vis times. So
Is
it.
our,
Oh, go
is
ahead.
our number on the billboard? Is
The number-
Realty?
No, the number's not on there only because it's only up for 8 seconds, so it'd be super hard to get the number. So all it says is fitnessrealty.com. Visit us. Oh, actually, it's right here. Let me see if I can pull that up. So they can go to our website and select any one of you that are on with your biography and all of your details.
I have a question about our website,
Yeah.
just because I'm self-conscious. When are we going to redo photos?
He's really bad.
Anytime. You go and update your photo, I'll put it on there.
I think I updated my photo, but I'm talking about the group photo.
He
Oh,
wants to move it.
yeah. Sometime. I don't know. Let's put it together.
We'll snap one at FitCon.
There you go.
That would be cool. I don't know why this is going so slow, but anyway, you guys can see how much or how often people are seeing our
See, there's the
billboard.
number.
Why is it cats?
Are they great?
Cats are awesome.
So at the top, can you scroll up? There it is. Time for a bigger place.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
Yeah.
The cat lady demographic
Cat
is
lady.
huge.
Right.
They're there.
Like cats on the internet makes you look, right?
Do you want all
Condos,
the
gotta find HOA.
Right.
No, I just, cats are awesome.
Well, where's the group picture?
So it does have our number.
We don't need to look at the group
It does
picture.
on the
It's
Facebook.
bad.
Yeah, we can see
Oh,
the.
that's not the billboard.
No.
Oh, that'd be a cool billboard.
Oh,
Yeah, that would be fun. But
Those
the
weren't
it'd be hard for everybody to
The
read it
billboard,
all.
is that the same banner that you have?
It's the banner that's across
That
the
FitCon?
yeah
Okay.
across our booth.
So did you already set up the booth?
It's moderately set up. We're going to talk about that here in a second. But this is kind of it's not an interesting fact or anything, but if we can all try to invite everybody that's in our network on Facebook to get to this page, they're more likely to see our phone number and call us, hopefully, and to realize that all of you are part of this, and to just keep more traffic going to it, which hopefully they'll just keep selecting us. So if we can get more likes, more shares, more comments on there, just post whatever you guys want, because your people will want to read what you write. They don't care what I write. So if you write your own stuff, then they'll be more interested, like, oh, Natalie put whatever up on her. That'd be cool. Instead of, oh, TJ the broker's out marketing again. Gosh, unfollow. Right? So they want to see you. You just have to take the opportunity to take 2 minutes and just post something up.
Share it to both pages.
Whatever you want, yeah. Just rock and roll. Like for me, I loaded onto the Instagram feed, which goes to the Facebook feed, and then I share it as a regular post, which goes to the regular posts of Instagram and Facebook.
I don't have access to the Instagram one anymore.
Okay, we'll fix it. Yep. And then our Instagram page, for whatever reason, has been as high as like 18,000 people. I don't know if it like got on a network that has spammy things just following it, but so we're back down to like 6,700.
By the way, I watched that Never Skip Leg Day expecting to see something amazing.
Like it
Yeah, I
needs
think-
I know.
Yeah, me too.
He didn't even leg press it. It just
He didn't have that full depth, did he?
Yeah, you
It
know.
moved- Personal
it
training
moved
for
3
9
inches. I was like,
Hey.
come on, man.
He posted another one that was like 8'10". I was like,
Yeah, that's a lot of weight.
that's quite a bit, yeah.
Were you creeping on him in the gym with your phone?
No, that's that was my
I'm gonna find
first
the one
client
that's on
here
Facebook posted.
in Salt Lake.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that was DeHaas.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah.
So we can get our clients free shirts.
Um,
Or I saw something about call you to get a free shirt on Facebook or something.
Oh, I was putting it out there and people they didn't respond.
Oh.
Don't you
Yeah.
want to show them a claim? Come on.
We got shirts too.
We got
Actually,
shirts.
we
You
got
guys
like a
want
closet
shirts?
full of you guys want
I got a
shirts.
closet full of shirts.
Any shirt.
yeah,
You want one?
you shouldn't be one.
I'll grab them before you leave.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right. So we touched on Facebook, Google my business page. Ooh, I forgot that one.
One thing I want to throw out with Facebook marketing, I know
Oh,
it's
yeah, I
tough.
did.
It's
Yeah, I
really,
did.
really, really tough. But I don't know if you guys remember Jimmy.
Oh yes.
He's been putting polls on Facebook that catch people's attention. Like this last one, I just like commenting on it because I'm annoying. But this last one, he put, "Do you prefer a single large sink or 2 smaller dual sinks?" People want to throw their opinion.
Strong
out there.
I commented on one of his.
I'm
He
sure.
did. I don't even know who the guy is, but I commented on it. Had to do with the what was it?
Separate bath and
Separate bath.
Yeah,
Yeah.
tub
And I
and
was
shower
like in a
combo.
conversation with someone about it. and
Yep.
He didn't know who I was. I'm sure. But
Oh, really?
That's interesting. I was posting on that one. I
Was
wonder
that
if
the
we,
one?
I wonder if we were
it
already
was
talking.
me and you, probably.
Yeah, because I was like straight on shower, boy.
Yeah, I
you know,
remember
like-
that. And I was like, well, what if you want to sit down and take a break?
Yeah. It was probably
Yeah, it
us.
was us. Okay. Before we had even met, actually.
It never
Yeah.
gets used
That's
unless
funny.
your
Yeah,
husband's
I
sick and you just
so.
clean it. That's
The
what-
tub?
Yeah.
Right.
No,
Yeah.
not true.
Jimmy,
Uh-oh.
I
is Jimmy
love
posting
that.
those on Facebook?
Are you bad?
The Facebook page?
I learned more about
Just
you.
his.
than
Well,
Yep.
it's hot tub work.
But I mean, that's a good
I
idea.
love it.
Yeah.
Because then you get people talking, which they want to do, so it's not just Facebook marketing.
Yeah.
They cast their vote, and then
Yeah, that's much better.
Yeah.
you can really do with anything.
That's
I like the polls a lot. They're fun, and especially like something really controversial. You know, like if you put 2 grays up together or something.
And on your cars, right?
People
the,
find
the
that.
sink in the bathroom thing is so
Yeah.
perfect. Cause like yeah, we just got a new sink like last year, and I was on one page, one
Right.
was on the other.
Yeah.
She won because they always do.
That's true.
Right. So this is the Google My Business site, and this just shows more people are going here. We're kind of down, but this is because while I was gone, I wasn't able to keep our posts coming from Instagram to this site as well. So that'll go back up.
Why not? You had Wi-Fi in Afghanistan.
I know I was
Not like you were
working.
deployed.
I was working. All right. Millionaire Real Estate Agent notes are off of the view only folder. So I just wanted to get to the bottom really fast. let's see, there's tons of marketing ideas in here. But these two systems are straight out of the Keller Williams Millionaire Real Estate Agent book. They've been working for 35 years. They're going to work for 35 more years. These are hands down by far the easiest ways to keep top of mind, continue to cultivate your warm market. I don't even do 33 touches a year because it seems like you're just killing them. But there are aspects of that that you can tweak to make your own and really start developing your process to talk to the warm market. That's on the view only folder though, so you guys can hit it up whenever. Okay, property management, we're open for business. Jacob and I have been working like dogs on getting the tenant cloud live, the background check system live. We sat together in Afghanistan several nights just hammering out documents, like what kind of fees do we want, what do we charge, how do we do it, how do we teach people to do this.
Can
Natalie?
we do it for free as agents?
What do you mean? Like your own?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
No,
Sorry.
nothing's free, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. What was that?
It's, I sent you a text about that yesterday. Let's got some ideas.
Okay. Jacob's got some ideas.
For
So
discounts?
we shall see.
I like where she's thinking.
Yeah. I like where this is going. I didn't know we had one that needed it, and Jacob has ideas that might facilitate this.
I
So.
sent you a message saying I've got another idea how to.
That was the idea?
Yeah. Well, not that was the idea.
Okay.
Well,
Maybe
what's the
something that would be
idea?
better.
Nice. Okay.
So
We'll chit-chat it out then. Okay. But yeah, so from my perspective, or just from where I'm at right now, Jacob and I have really got this property management stuff in a theory aspect, like hammered down. So if you guys have people that are asking you about property management, you can either point them to Jacob here in about 3 days, whenever your license shows up.
I've been watching it like a
Yeah. So.
You got cars maybe on?
I'm getting a picture tomorrow. So
Yeah.
So, and just if I can interrupt.
Yeah.
Really, it's not in theory that it's down. I have the experience and background to do it. That we're putting some tools together to help us do it even more efficiently on a large scale. And so it's we're beyond theory. We're at the application stage where we're going to do well at it.
Sweet.
So those contacts that are looking for that type of investment service, a property management service, I think we can really take care of it very well.
Nice. Thank you. Yeah, Jacob has so much experience with his personal rentals. And who was the family member that you also ran a business like that? That ran a property management business?
Oh, I did have a family member who did, yes.
So
Done quite a bit.
Jacob's seen a lot of things, talked to a lot of people, managing his own places. I'm excited to see where this goes. And one little tidbit, we're interviewing somebody next week who manages 80 properties currently. So we may go from 0 to 85 properties really fast. So if property management interests you, and you may want to go down that road a little bit, you can meet with me and Jacob and learn a little bit more. I know you've been renting out your basement. The tools that Jacob and I have put together, they're top shelf. So they could even help you out. So when we get that far, we'll work it out.
On that, like investment properties, that's a question we can throw past everybody.
That'd be great. We appreciate that.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, thank you for that too. Just spreading the word. It's going to be awesome. All right. These are the highlighted rules. The very top one, all advertised properties must conspicuously say Fitness Realty somewhere on all marketing. So if you put it out there in print or anywhere and it's a house, just make sure it says Fitness Realty somewhere. Either it has to be in the page that they go to. Like if it's a Facebook link and it's only showing the top quarter of the page, we can't fix that. Facebook does that to us. So, but somewhere on the page that it's listed, somewhere says Fitness Realty. Doesn't have to have our address. It doesn't have to have our P.O. box, phone number, nothing. Just has to say Fitness Realty. There is a quarterly newsletter or a monthly newsletter that comes out, and it's got 8 pages or so in the back of it from the Board of Realtors or from the division. And it's all the people that have gotten their hand slapped or license revoked or suspended.
It
And
can be bad.
like 6
Most people
pages of
jump
it.
straight to that.
Right. And 6 pages of it or so are advertising rules. And it's like a $250 fine. So of course you guys don't want one of those. And it's super easy to just, oh, this house is listed by Fitness Realty or whatever. Okay, so just throwing that out there.
So anytime you're advertising anything or just listings? Or
Any house.
Any house.
Yep. Only the house. Because then you're representing somebody. But like marketing yourself, you can write that if you like. It's probably good,
Yeah.
but you don't have to. Yeah. Only houses. All right, next one is gifts and inducements. So an inducement gift is permissible and is not an illegal sharing of commission if the principal broker or affiliated licensee offering the inducement gift to a buyer or seller complies with the underwriting guidelines that apply to any loan in the transaction for which the inducement has been offered. Hence why we have to adjust our buyer's incentive. Yeah. And I'll come to it on the next slide, but just keep that verbiage in mind. And then a closing gift is permissible and is not an illegal sharing of commissions, which you can get your clients a gift, right? Inducement is a thing that persuades or influences someone to do something. So just to kind of go off of that. So we have a program for sellers and buyers and hopefully property management people, but that one's not nailed down all the way. But in the sellers and buyers arena, we have an addendum that tweaks our commission if they commit to walking a little bit more, drinking water, or anything like that. So in a seller scenario, we drop it 0.5%, which we can easily do, and nobody bats an eye, and everything is good. When we try to do that to a buyer's incentive, or as a buyer's incentive, every lender's underwriting rules looks at that as a finance of cash, and so it gets kicked out. So we're trying to come up with something different as a gift or an incentive to our clients that's not their 0.5% commission, because we would literally say, I have this buyer, we're at 3, here's our addendum, you're committing to drinking more water, thank you. We're going to kick 0.5% back to you. Now it doesn't fit that code, and we're quickly finding that out. About 4 or 5 deals have gone that way and been kicked back, and so the addendum just gets scrapped. And so we get paid better, but we're not all about that. Then the client's looking at us like, well, it didn't work.
What happened to my thing? Yeah.
Right. So
I guess if you just do that post closing, or I don't know how you guys.
We've been doing it during the transaction, but afterwards, I don't know how that would look either, because then it's still cash financing.
Yeah.
I've wondered how that works. Like, and does that 0.5% come out of our commission?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep. So you'd be getting paid 2.5 instead of 3, but just scrap it because it actually doesn't fly.
Only with sellers.
It only works with sellers, right? Because we can control that.
And then it's like the agent gets a bonus per transaction that we meet our fitness goals as well, right?
You do, yeah. You're 5% on the commission splits. So you're at a 70-30 right now.
Mm-hmm.
You get your bonus 5, which would bring you to 75-25.
That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep, no worries. So some buyer incentive, maybe a gym membership, a vacation voucher, gift certificate, something else. I just want you guys to ponder about it and see what would incentivize you if you were on the buyer's end and went, oh, this company is Fitness Realty. What does this equate to? You know, like,
That's
what would
awesome.
make me jump
That
all
could
over it?
really get
Maybe.
some momentum behind it. Like that could be huge.
Yeah.
Thanks.
People
Maybe.
find out, you know. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Oh no, go ahead.
Just gonna say, like, my realtor did this for me.
Yeah.
That alone, right there. Like, what? They got you a gym membership, or
Right.
And have you already talked to like gyms to like get you like
We're
a
working on
discount?
that.
So
Send them
Sandy
your way?
CrossFit will give us 4 free Saturdays for any person that uses our little discount code. But I want to get to a point where we can approach like Vasa
Yeah.
or
I
24-hour
worked for
fitness?
Bossa, well, I worked for Gold, so I did personal training for 9 years,
Nice.
and I actually ended up branching off and doing it myself for 3 years. But I worked for Gold's, and then it became Bossa. I left when it became Bossa because it was too corporate.
Gotcha.
But I know I still have connects there,
Yeah.
so
Let's-
I could
let's
get you
kinda-
in. And
yeah,
then my
let's-
private gym that I worked out of is on the east side. I don't know where everyone's located, but it's called Dialed In Fitness.
Cool.
And I worked there for almost 3 years, just as I paid booth rent, kind of like a hairdresser would pay rent.
Gotcha.
But I do have ins with the gym. I did it for almost 10 years, so
Nice. Yeah, that would be much appreciated.
I could hook you up with definitely someone very high up at Bossa, for sure.
Nice.
No, I haven't been to a gym for a minute, so I got nothing. I got nothing.
I haven't been to
You
a
got to
gym.
get back in the gym.
I get back.
I haven't been going either.
I've never been going to the gym. No, I'm just kidding.
So
I can't say that.
we could get them a free membership for like however long, like 6 months or a year,
Yeah.
not life.
Costco's got the 2-year membership for 24-hour fitness. It's like
Yeah, there's
$250.
24 hour.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we could just buy those if anything.
That's awesome.
I can't remember what the
They
price
went
was.
up.
Okay.
What if we just bought them a Costco membership?
But then that's not related to the fitness.
Right.
Yeah, that's
Go
kinda
buy your
cool, I
cheese
guess.
puffs.
That's,
So
Right.
maybe we could have like a couple options because not one shoe fits
That's
everybody.
Right.
point.
It would be really cool to be like, do you want a personal trainer or like a vacation or whatever?
I think
Yeah.
a personal trainer would be a good one.
Yeah.
That's expensive.
'Cause a lot of people
Or a
have gym
nutritionist or
memberships,
something.
But like, yeah.
Consultation.
I know
maybe?
I was expensive.
'Cause
Yeah.
like
I know I
a
was.
consultation kind
Like,
of
you
gets
get a
them
free one
a step.
anyway.
Oh
That's
yeah,
true.
that's totally true.
That's true. That is
Yeah.
true.
But maybe like a month worth of nutritionist or something.
Oh yeah,
That'd be pretty
because
cool.
yeah, like a nutritionist, they got all sorts of.
Yeah.
What about
That's
meals sent to them?
That'd be cool.
Hang on.
Like a Blue Apron or
I also have the Connect there.
Something like that.
that's
I
good.
do.
When I had my commissary kitchen for our food trucks,
Yeah.
there was people that rented out part of it too that made meals, like meal prep for bodybuilders.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
That would be awesome.
It was like
I'm gonna buy that for
135
myself.
bucks a
I'm
meal.
getting really hungry right now.
Yeah. Right? We need protein drinks.
Yeah.
Just fill that thing
Back
with
there.
protein
Yeah,
drinks
yeah.
and creatine. That's it. All right. So think about it. Come up with some ideas. Shoot them to me in the Hangouts or text or whatever. You guys can all find me. All right. FitCon schedule and a dress code.
We've never had a dress code before.
Agreed.
See where this is going?
Uh-oh.
Nope. Dress
Yeah,
code.
What do we wear? Like fitness
Like that.
clothes, fitness realty.
The dress code has been brought up to me a couple times, and you can wear whatever you'd like, right? Because the people that you meet, if they latch onto you, they're going to pick you regardless of what you're wearing. Like what I wear. I mean, my clients they know me. I'm not very professional. Like I am in professional sense in getting the work done, but not in what I dress or how I talk.
I guess to me, like the name of it, like is it just gonna be a bunch of people there, like wearing fitness clothes?
People are going to be like,
It is.
fitness models are going to be walking around in like bikinis. There will be tank topped dudes, muscle bound crazy dudes.
Oh, yeah.
So
There will
it's
be
not
people that
a-
are going to watch the fights.
Oh, yeah, they got the little, yeah.
There's weightlifters, bodybuilders. Bodybuilding.com is doing a huge booth. Spartan Race is doing a lot of stuff.
We really just wear whatever we want.
You can literally wear whatever you like. Yeah.
There's
And what is
casual
it all
dressing.
like?
Yeah. I mean, there's casual, and there'll be every walk of life there. Like going to Walmart.
Yeah, there's a lot of different
Every
ones.
type of
We used to
person is
do
going to be
it
there.
every year.
Okay, so a lot of people will dress professional behind the booth then, like.
Could be. Yeah. I mean, there was, when we were there last year, there was professional, like, suited up people, and there was fitness models that I was like, I'm not sure you should wear that. Like, in public, you know?
It's a crime in some
Yeah.
states.
I mean, there was times I was like, okay. Austin's like, come here. Oh, there's a lot of attention getting in
There's a lot of-
FitCon.
We should get Jake
Yeah.
Cutler to our booth.
That would be cool.
He was there last year.
He's
That'd be
there this
awesome.
year, I think, too.
You guys had a booth last year?
No, we walked around and,
Oh.
yeah.
He's a huge bodybuilder. Endorses anything he endorses, takes off.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we could get a lot of people to our
I'll go
booth.
grab him by the ear and bring him over to our.
There'll be tons of people. We're giving away almost $10,000 worth of gifts, so there'll be a lot of people at our booth.
You should tell her.
All right. So dress code is out of the way. You can wear whatever you like. I do have shirts in a box over here. I found them in my car. I have extra larges, mediums, and smalls, and Austin's bringing larges tomorrow. So if you need a large, Austin will bring it. If you want an extra large, medium, or small, they're in a box over here. We can get those at the end. They're pink and blue, baby.
Oh my gosh.
Although Austin's making them what color? Red and white, or white and red?
What's he making?
Yeah, because the hoodies are orange here.
Wait,
Gotcha. Okay.
T-shirts.
are you making t-shirts?
He's making some larges for me, for people that don't have any for tomorrow.
I have way too many fitness wear t-shirts.
You have a lot. Okay, so now that dress code's been talked about, let's talk about schedule. At Governor's Day, we found out that it's really difficult to have any more than 2 people in the booth. I definitely want more people there, either walking around in the booth, so we can all take some hours.
Take a break.
I personally want you guys to have as much opportunity to talk to clients and potential clients as possible, because what we're really doing here is having $10,000 worth of gifts, almost 10,000, to give away, which people can sign up to win, have a chance to win on a little card. And if you're sitting at the table and they fill it out for you, and you just put it in your pocket, right? These are increasing, or these are clients, potential clients, to increase your warm market. So there won't be like a central bucket. You're just gonna stand and, hey, you want to win a free trip or whatever, or win a $100 gift certificate. Put your name and number, or name and email, whichever you feel more comfortable with, and that you want to get responded to if you win, and then you just put that in your pocket, so you can add them to your warm market.
Like how we did it at Draper Days?
Yep, except for if you are sitting at the table and they fill it out, put it in your purse or keep it on you, instead of, like, we had all these little names and stuff on the little pieces of paper. These are just going to be big cardstock that they can just quickly, they're blank. They can quickly write their name and number, name and email address, and then you just put it in your pocket.
I could bring like little things for us to use if you want.
Austin's going to make some, because we want them to be pretty large so people can use their own handwriting and just write it quick.
For us to keep them in like little containers or keep them in.
Well, it's just for you. You can bring one for you. So, like, for me, if I'm sitting at the table,
Then it's his.
I'm going to put it in my back pocket. Like, thanks.
Don't you think it'll get really full though?
Thanks. It might.
Hope
That's
so.
Yeah.
the goal.
Yeah.
I
Like,
like
Well,
the way
at Draper
she's
Days, I just
going.
remember having a ton of those.
Then
Yeah.
put it in your bag.
empty it out, put it in your bag or whatever.
Yeah.
Okay. So, who's thinking about
Bring a
Friday,
bag for mine.
So
2 to 9, or we can just, at 2 o'clock, we can kind of fill this out.
So
I do 2 and 3,
Okay.
and 5 through 9. I've got a picture appointment for the headshot
oh yeah, nice.
Okay.
at
3,
like 4:30.
5 to 9. Can I do
I'm there all day.
4
but there's-
and 7?
Okay.
Oh wait, does it end at 6?
Ends at
No,
5
10 p.m.
Yeah, it ends at
or
10.
10.
It says 2 to 6.
Who said this? Austin?
Me.
Natalie.
I'll do
7.
I don't know what time we're going to get released, so probably like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Just don't know.
I'm do the 4 and 5, we can try 6, 4 to 6.
Okay.
I'll be there too, or whatever. So something I'm working on, I've always wanted with Fitness Realty and talking about our business plan, I've always wanted to find some organization that we could give back to the community or some. And it hit me one night, well, I actually woke up in the morning and said, hey, I'm gonna work with JDRF. So they have this awareness going on, their campaign to let everybody know about type 1 diabetes. I have a daughter that's type 1 diabetic. It just hit me and I thought, man, I'm gonna just run with this. So I've got a bunch of information for that. I've got some bracelets and stuff. I'll be trying to raise money for them.
Cool.
So if you're there
tomorrow?
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, so we'll be talking about that too, and if you're there at the booth and people are asking about it, just, I'll kind of give you some information, but, so yeah,
Nice.
so I'll be there.
Okay, 8 o'clock. Jacob?
Yeah.
Zach, what did you want?
Unless there's other people.
I'll do
I'm just gonna see what's blank when everybody's picked.
Okay.
Well, and hopefully we'll all be there
What'd you say?
because people are gonna wanna wander
Yeah, we
around,
can
you
go
know,
there
and,
and turn
yeah,
or
so.
something, even if we're all there.
it's
So
good to
is
have
this
some-
for who's gonna be at the booth or who's gonna be there, period?
Who's gonna try to man the booth? Yeah.
Oh, okay, cause I'll be there both days, all day.
Okay.
I'll be there.
Well, then we can just switch in and out.
Yeah, so anyone can
Take
call
breaks.
me, I'll come do whatever.
Take a call.
I just wanted to make sure, like,
It'll be manned.
we're covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, we need to have 2 people in there, regardless of what time it is, because when we were there and that Remax one was not manned, I was like,
What
are you guys
happened?
doing?
Yeah.
Whack.
Yeah, you get suck.
Yes,
Okay, 2 o'clock and 3 o'clock.
We were manned at Draper Days, but it would have been, I mean, it was good to have more people, cause, you know, it's just sometimes you gotta wander away and do stuff, so it's good to have. So Austin,
Especially when people are like standing out, walking around.
Mhm.
Don't put a K on there. Oh, you would put a K on my
What?
name.
No, I was like halfway typing a backspace or something weird.
Just
All right,
spell it how it's
Saturday.
spelled.
Wait, so
What?
Saturday ends
Spell it how
earlier?
it's pronounced.
Yeah.
right,
Okay.
it only goes 10 to 6.
Just kidding. I shouldn't say that on live video.
Work Saturday.
Sorry, that was bad. I'm not professional, I know it. Okay, 10 o'clock.
Where is this located? Downtown, right?
Yeah.
Alice?
Salt
I
Palace.
might want to do 10 that day if I do have to go into work at 12.
Okay.
I'm going to really try to make it.
11.
Stop by, shut off.
Who still wants 10?
Yeah. I'll be there.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
I'll do the 11.
Okay.
Told me for whatever, but I'll be there all
The silence here, like call him Craig today to get updates, so I updated you with them.
And then like, if we're there, we hang around or, I mean,
You
yeah.
can do whatever you'd like. Yep.
Oh, you got
Like if people want to take a break, cool.
I'll do noon to 5.
Noon to 5. Noon to 6.
Noon to 6.
Yeah, it's over at 6.
Sure, put me noon to 6.
Or I'll put you down here at the end.
I know you did it.
Oh, so
I
Did
love
you find
that.
out about the little table?
I gotta talk to Austin about that.
She's back.
Who wants 12 p.m.?
Yeah, I'll be there all day. I'll be all day.
I'll be there still.
Yeah, I will too.
Oops.
I withdraw.
Okay. 1 o'clock.
I don't see TJ there.
What?
They'll be
It's
there
for you
the whole
guys.
time.
I don't.
I went through it.
I mean, and on Saturday I'm gonna be late because I'm trying to lock up a deal.
Yeah, I'll be there both days. I've had it in my schedule.
Okay. Who wants 1 o'clock? 2 o'clock?
And then emailing, it's cool.
Anybody?
No, who else?
I'm gonna be there probably till 2 and then I'll jet back.
Well, and it's
Okay. I'll just load you up.
So I can be there probably till 2.
Okay.
If somebody shows up by 2. Well, Austin will be there and
Right. Does anybody want to be there early and I'll go late
What day? Saturday?
on Saturday?
Welcome.
Because you can bring my name
Early
down.
Saturday? I can't. Can be there to work Saturday? Oh, I wish.
There's a lot of Zach on there.
What do you want?
On
Saturday? Friday's it for you. Okay. Okay. Well, that looks good. Thank you. Oh, there you go.
not at all.
My name is on there.
Yeah, honestly, probably a good idea. Let me put my copy of it. Cool.
Yeah, I'll be
Does anybody want my Friday spot?
Yeah, I'll take it. Many as I can.
like 2.
Actually, I think I'll be walking around.
Yeah.
I'll be throw me up there.
I'm okay with doing both days, but I prefer just to do one.
Really?
Yeah, I've got a lot of stuff. I've got
You
to
good?
catch up
Throw
on.
me up there.
If you want it, take it.
What time is it?
1, 2, 3.
2 and 3? Yeah.
He's already had enough of it. So.
So 2 to 3 to 4.
Oh, nice. I like that one.
Oh shoot! I didn't know we had those.
Well, we could be walking around and meeting people too,
Well, they-
right?
Yep. You can do whatever you like. I just want to make sure that
Colony Mortgage.
we are manned 2 people deep at all times
At the booth.
At the
or
booth.
Walking around.
at the booth.
Oh, so. Okay.
Yeah. Because
We
when
can
we were at
stay
Governor's
there
Day
the
and we were
whole
2,
time.
it was sweet. We were just
Yeah.
crushing it.
Yeah.
When we went down to like 1, like if you walked away or I walked away,
Yeah.
for whatever reason it just kind of dwindles. Because when there's 2 of us, there's usually somebody talking to somebody. And then people are like, oh, I'm interested in what they're talking
Yeah,
about.
that's
And they
cool.
come up,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah.
And so when we were 3 deep at Governor's Day, like with me, you, and Jennifer, I was like, this is too much. So 2 people at max, continue to walk around, take breaks, you know, get people in and out of there. I just wanted to make sure we had a schedule, do with it what you will. We just want to make sure that what we're really doing is utilizing our time effectively and try to get you guys as many warm market contacts as you can possibly get.
Okay.
So a question I almost feel bad asking on the live feed, but
Okay?
what if I don't have the coveted email yet for my official. Where are my limits?
Yep, you're good to solicit people for their information
For the drawing.
for the drawing, because
Perfect.
most likely we won't be talking specifics in deals. But if you do, just be cautious in where you step in that. You're close enough in my eyes. Like, I mean, you're solid, so and
Right.
nobody's gonna question it down there. And most people are gonna, yeah, most people are gonna be like, "What the heck is a real estate company doing here?"
Right.
You know, except for when we were walking around, and Zach too, people were asking us what Fitness Realty was. We'd walk in, and they would literally ask us right on the spot, like, "When the next Fitness Realty?" You know.
So what I heard just a second ago is, you know, I don't have my cards to hand out, but more importantly, you want to ask for their name and number for the drawing. And that's
Mhm.
more important.
Yeah, that's
You
good.
know.
More important than handing a card.
Right.
You
Yeah.
want contact by calling
Right.
someone versus
Yeah.
them.
Wait.
Possibly
Hoping
trash
that they
them
call
again.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
So
we have
don't worry about not having your cards. Just
Right.
ask for them.
and we have 30 3-day 2-night hotel stay vouchers and 50 $100 gift certificates to give away.
No way.
So when we'll
$100
have to do
gift
those
certificates
drawings
to
after,
anything?
What?
and then we'll be doing those drawings.
We're just gonna select.
How many
Yeah.
drawings are we doing?
50
Oh,
$100 gift certificates
50 $100 gift certificates.
and 30 3-day 2-night hotel vouchers. And the $100 gift certificates, it's kind of like a Wasatch Savings. Like they go online and choose where they want to go.
What's our booth setup looking like?
It's in the main hall,
No.
Just hotel.
and we should get a lot of like inbound traffic.
What's in our booth?
Oh, right now a table, and then I got to talk to Austin about a small table because I have a TV and my small laptop. I'm gonna run videos of our channel, the All About Fitness Realty video. Most likely that's probably all we'll put up on there, and people can switch it on the laptop anytime you want.
Switch
Did
the
we
I'll
get
bring
a
it.
banner
So we
made?
have a screen.
And we have a banner, yeah.
We got the
Yeah, we got a new banner too. It's all
A screen
all pretty. It's a billboard banner.
TV. The TV's up.
All right, let's go quickly over the long range before we run out of time. So we have FitCon, of course. April 20th, we're hiking in Springville. Questionable on the snow levels, so that might be entertaining.
Shouldn't stop anybody.
And
Yeah, I'm going to
that's-
still go, but I'm hoping somebody's actually hiked it because if there's no trail, that might be hard.
What time in the morning is that?
Super early. It starts at like 6,
So I could be to work by 12.
maybe. I've never hiked it, so we're hiking up to some hot pots.
Spanish Fort.
Springville.
Oh, I was like, I thought Spanish Fort.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not 7?
Hot
I
Springs.
think it's 7.
It's
That's what it says on
I
there.
don't know, maybe it's 7
Springville.
down south.
So it's
Just
like
south of
far
Provo.
away.
Yeah.
No,
I
35
don't
minutes
think
from
we made it
Sandy.
to work.
I mean, 35
Yeah.
miles from Sandy.
I'm pretty sure you want to hit the
So,
work.
Yeah, just
yeah.
Google
From
Maps
wherever-
it.
From your work, yeah.
All right, April 24th is the 50th RPAC
Gala.
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 And Terry
Lund?
Lund is running it, I guess, this year. And so it'd be fun to get a bunch of us there because it would just put more us on the map against other realtors.
What's our pack?
RPAC is the real estate, what's that called?
the political fund
Yeah.
to help represent the
I knew that.
realtors that would,
I
Yeah.
think I donate to them every month.
yeah, every year. Oh, monthly.
Or
Okay.
maybe no, it's like ethical realtors or something. I can't remember the name, but it was like a
Should check on that. Okay, July 21st, we have a Spartan sprint race if you guys want to go. 24th of July, we have the Pioneer Day 5K if you guys want to come to that. August 10th is the Bubble Run. I've been sending out as many times as I can the free registration for
That's
that.
my birthday.
August 17th, Terrain Race, which will be much harder than the Bubble Run. And then Blacklight Run is just for excitement purposes. It starts at like 8:30 or 9 o'clock at night and is really a good time downtown or
And that morning
Rose
is
Park.
the JDR, the walk too.
That's
So.
which one is
Okay.
that? The black
We'll be
one?
dividing and conquering.
But it'll be different times, so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then September 28th is the end of the summer barbecue. And I want it to be 4 times as big as last year. And it will not be at my house, but it will be at Lone Peak Park in Sandy. And hopefully not too many people show up just for my campaign, but I'm not trying to promote that at all at that party. It'll only be Fitness Realty. The Hamer is going to DJ for us at the party, so it's going to be fun. He's going to do it for free. And we'll also have tacos there, free tacos, because I love tacos.
I'll be there.
Sweet. Okay, I got you guys with free tacos. Nice. Okay, and then potentially the state fair. How FitCon goes is how I'm going to determine if we're going to drop some fundage for the state fair. For a booth length, this thing is crazy. 10 days of booth is going to be grueling if we do it. What?
Should we do like some statistics after FitCon to like, you know, like we call and try to reach out to all the people that we talk to and see how many people are like don't ever come again or they're, you know, just to see kind of like,
Yep.
so you can tell like if your money was well spent.
Yeah. If we pull a lot of contacts, that would be worth it to me
Oh, okay.
because they're going to see us regardless. Yep. But we're going to count them up, sure, because I would love to know. Okay, any last reattacks, comments, concerns, critiques? Phew, nothing. Man, under 8 o'clock. Nice.
We're done.
Where's the taco?
Whoa, whoa, whoa!
They'll talk.
September 28th. Okay. This part is for anybody that wants to stay and get some feedback or training on .loop, our website, Facebook, Instagram, Google Hangouts, Google Drive, Calendar, Close. So you're free to go, mingle. These guys would love to chit chat with you, I'm sure, and mingle.
We have shirts if you want.
Wasn't there a networking group?
Feelings aren't hurt.
Is that
if you
so?
don't.
What do you mean
Networking
networking?
group before FitCon?
Oh yeah, that's like whoever's going to that RSVP'd, it's down at Trigger's headquarters.
Oh, you're not
Like right now.
Oh, I'm going, yeah.
Where's
I'm just going to be late.
What
Yeah.
time
In
does it
Sugar
start?
House.
Starts at 8.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna go.
Okay.
I don't know if I RSVP'd for that.
I
Okay,
did.
you should. What?
One more suggestion
Where do
on
you
training.
Uh-huh.
We kind of talked about this a couple
Let's see if I do.
months ago, a month or so ago.
Oh,
But
right
anyways,
here,
maybe
Colleen.
some identification on that spreadsheet to where this is one that really should be watched. This is one that can just be listened to.
Gotcha.
In consideration of just maximizing time.
Gotcha.
You know, we talked about all this kind of things in my car on the way to and from work or to places. If
Yeah.
it's something that I can
Maybe I
just
did
listen
it.
to, that'd be great. Just
Okay.
just to say, no, this is one I need to stop, sit down, and watch.
Let
This is
me
one I don't.
let me jot that down in my book.
What?
Sounds good.
No,
Lot
I
of
work for
training.
International Guard.
I'm learning a lot here.
I was in the green with all the training.
I just did.
I saw that. I
Luckily,
noticed.
I'm in a position in my job to where my schedule can dictate my own schedule pretty much. And I have a key ability to go
Because
from
I've been around so long.
military brain to real estate brain back to military brain.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I already
Well, so there's
So where are you staying tonight?
where it's three other people that I've
I had a home in
that will be out in Greenville.
Oh,
So I'm not up in the hill. I'm at Salt Lake International.
and then my son was like,
Thanks, everybody. Woo.
You done?
Yeah.
So that's where,
Thanks, by the way.
I've never been to a realtor meeting.
Right? Isn't it fun?
Brokerage meeting.
Yeah. That's good.
I used First Colony Mortgage for my mortgage.
Oh, did you?
Well, my real estate agent picked the first one.
you can do that way.
I don't even remember.
I just, when I'm
Do you
talking
live down in
to people,
Utah
I
County?
just bring
What's that?
What do you need a table for?
Oh, yeah, we need a little table to put a TV on. You have one? Tall enough to be.
I got one that's like this big.
I
I got one that's like this big, black.
Office
Up and
and
down.
new headquarters.
I got one like this big.
And we're one of the,
You know?
we were, this was the first branch
Two
in
that
Salt Lake
big?
County.
Sturdy enough to be.
And,
put my flash
originally we
screen on.
didn't have like,
Just like a
underwriters and processors
It's just,
in here.
I have those
But
like
now they've
plastic
got this Draper
lifetime
building
brand
that they're just building top to bottom. So
How much
we're
is
long term we're gonna go
Like
over
a
there.
50 inch.
So
The
long
base of
story
it is
short,
about.
we don't know the loan
It's the one that was in my garage.
Technically, Utah County
And the laptop.
Draper, yeah, like we don't know them as well as we'd like.
For my little black one, it'd be convenient because it's like
So,
pretty cool.
we try to make it down there once a month to like the meetings and stuff. But I don't have everybody's names nailed down just yet. What did you buy?
November.
I gotta download our.
Where at?
Yeah,
Oh, you said
That's
right.
what like sparked my.
So we can play those without any Wi-Fi or anything. I think they have Wi-Fi in there, but and I could hotspot my phone or something. I don't know. Yeah, I just download. Well, we have power in the booth. But
Everybody
only
needs to be doing this.
a flat screen and a laptop, and they monitor it. So they monitor the voltage you draw, and you only allow a certain amount. And if you go over, they come and slap you with a fee.
Pull that laptop off for a minute and charge my phone.
Yeah. Probably could plug them right into the laptop with Bluetooth. Just yeah, so USB. That's what I mean. Yeah, it's got a bunch of ports in there. So.
Big undertaking. It's it's easy to become like a nerd about everything really fast. Like I've always been like a economics nerd, and then like this just fit into that perfectly. And the sales stuff is easy enough to pick up, learn how to talk to people. You know,
You don't have a
comes
shirt.
along.
What size?
What was I gonna say? Oh, and so like people, assuming our age,
Doesn't mean
I am also very young now. So, but what I mean by that, like people in their 20s and 30s, it's interesting how often I come across that scenario, like you're saying, where you get a property that you want to rent out space to. So we have, my wife and I have a 6-bedroom house.
Yeah, boy.
And so, well, it started out. So yeah, we do rent it out. We have a college friend that lives with us, and it's fucking amazing.
It was like
this amazing cook.
I got off the plane and he was like,
we left out. And it's like there are a lot of people doing that. In fact, like just a few months ago, I closed this couple, and they had the exact same situation. They had an extra bedroom, and they had a friend that they both loved, and he's living with them, and it was great. We were originally trying to flip this 6-bedroom house,
and I kept like drawing it down, you know.
But
it was good.
yeah.
I cleaned it up one day, and then
It was one of those just like open up the walls and floors, real HGTV kind of scenario. Our basement's like orange shag carpet, wood panel walls.
So you're gonna go to Traeger?
Where is it at?
Here in South Jordan.
RSVP ready. I just did it again. Make sure.
Yeah.
I want to buy another and rent it.
TJ doesn't work.
I got another shot. Give me one of those all-nighters.
Yeah, so much to do with it.
Yeah.
from it and I just have people.
That sucks,
Just-
doesn't it?
I just remember
Yeah.
this brand.
It's not a smoke shop.
Really good
No,
reputation,
so I mean,
you know,
it's gonna take a lot of leads.
And I'm sorry, I don't want to do anything
But it's a good way to
Yeah.
start. I like
No,
no,
like I really, I could manage my
Well, and that's where, the property management stuff, that's the only way I
So what
would
you're
go.
telling me is
I
this
mean,
ain't
not to
bad.
have somebody else just, who knows how to tackle all the ins and outs, they're familiar with all the troubles people come across. That's what the route that I would go. I've been afraid to dive into renting for that exact reason.
just like, they're so close, I feel like I would know, we're gonna be really, really
So
lucky,
we
but I know
bought
that.
a few up there.
You know, as renters, so.
I could afford to live in the valley, but I don't know.
Yeah, when you need.
But I like with the property management, doing the background checks, credit checks, that sort of stuff, finding good people.
They gave me a lot of
Yeah, so
work.
now,
I met so many
VA
people.
component
I
is
went through
100%
so many
financing,
people.
but
Really?
I was like, yeah.
So I need to figure out why the chat window.
Well, no, I guess not so many, like the.
It's gonna be better when I figure that out. Then like people can comment
I went
and
back to like
pop
the
up on
first
top of the screen.
They'll just
kind of
yeah,
scroll
like
in.
that, and then I tried something. But I got really
But
good.
on the
Maybe get something really,
So you did like all the background check stuff yourself on your own?
But you can see it on the main
I
view.
said I was, like, I put it on there.
Okay, it's on the chat now. That's why I went on
But I
here.
did see this.
And then I looked at it on my phone. Okay. It's supposed to somehow chat in the window.
Oh yeah, I mean credit card.
Catch up on interest,
To verify it.
I should have, and I.
Awesome.
So I.
So financing, the best thing to do.
Really? On Twitter?
I feel like that's
I know what's on financing.
Right now, I think I know a little bit more.
It used to be really, like,
But I get a client.
well, it used to,
My computer, I sold my old one, you saw my old one.
I don't know, it's weird how more and more it's just like, oh, you know, every time you personalize a credit score, but it's like, well, I've seen a lot of credit clients, and the ones that always give me the hardest time are the people with the lowest scores. Like, they're the ones who are like, 9 times out of 10, they're the ones that are gimme,
Yeah.
and you burn all this time and energy, and you know, eventually they may refinance, and then the people with the better scores, they give you less hassle.
And then my renters, when I decided, now my renter, like, there's one guy out there who's just like, yeah, I like giving money for long, because it's gonna always need a rent, and I'm like,
A lot of
I
people
wanna
do
help them
that.
buy a home, you know, like,
They build into the contract, like, yeah, if you, like, yeah, do some kind of agreement in the lease. If you end up buying a home and you get delayed, I'll waive your, like, last month's rent or something. Oh yeah, that's huge. A lot of big time people who own like dozens and dozens of rental properties, they'll do that.
wow, TJ, you just gave me a genius idea. So for my rental, to like put in the lease, if you end up, or if you buy a home through me at the end of like towards, or while you're staying there, I'll waive last month's rent or something.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Tons of the property management companies do that.
Yeah.
Probably have or whatever.
Yeah, that's the way to go for sure.
Yep, we have it in our property management agreement. It's like a kickback to our owners. If they ever want to sell it, they can use us and get a kickback.
Yeah.
My renter now wants to buy a home, so I'm helping them buy a home.
Keep cranking them through there like, oh, I got another buyer. Sweet. Oh, I mean a renter. Oh, I mean a buyer.
And I check their credit score when they move in and everything, you know, so
Right?
Well, and what's great too,
That's awesome.
what's great too is sometimes that's a big thing with the lender. If they need to reach out to you and verify, hey, they got 12 months of rental payment history, they solid, they'll verify that, and you can be like, you bet they have,
Right.
help them in that aspect.
Yeah.
So now you know who to send them to get pre-approved. Because yeah, don't let them fall in love, and then I don't like breaking hearts. Don't let them fall in love with some new house only for me to say, oh, sorry, I don't qualify for that.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
That happens so
Well,
often.
my Rich was like, I was a couple, but I'm like, I'm like, I know them pretty well now.
Yeah, we just had one, oh man, especially with new construction and builders, they're cutthroat, man. Like, don't let earnest money. It's one of those things where I know Richmond American because I used to work with them a ton. That was like all I did. And we had a borrower, and we're telling him, dude, if you're looking seriously at new construction, you need to get us your stuff. And he's self-employed. Self-employed, that's like, it's a total gamble, because the problem with being self-employed is you think you make a lot of money, but you tell Uncle Sam you make very little, so you're paying very little taxes, right? Well, we have to qualify you off what you tell Uncle Sam you make, and so nobody gets that until they're sitting in front of me. And so sure enough, this guy went under contract, $500,000 house, put a $5,000 deposit on. We tell him, yeah, you are a year away minimum of before you qualify. And now he's got to go through this hassle of trying to get that earnest money back, and they're slimy. They're just like, oh no, sorry.
So you can go back and like amend your taxes that way. Like
No,
the best
no.
way to do it would be to like don't have any deductions, don't have any expenses, just like and then after you get approved, then you can go back and amend it and say, okay, I have all these deductions. Right?
Well, typically, we don't. Most of the time, the underwriter's going to catch like, oh, he just recently filed this amendment. He just recently gotten pre-approved. They're going to get what's going on there, and they're going to recognize that, oh, he's just adjusting his income for the sake of qualifying. And they don't like to see that. If it's like a small amount, maybe, but more often than not, we'll just say like, here's where you are now and where you qualified, and next tax season you need to report at least this much income.
Oh, so you just say next time. But then you have
That's why we love this time of year, is because we can get all of our clients to come in and they're like, all right, where do I need to put my income at? And we can tell them, okay, here's what you do.
I know, I kind of wish I would talk about one show before I do.
Yeah, I listen to that. So that range anywhere from 20 to 30. I mean, I like some of the interviews.
What's your day job?
But there's some agents
So I've been with the company for 4 years, so like I had to stay with them. I tried to buy a house actually after the first year, and then their terms and conditions so that I made a little bit of money.
2 years.
And so after the 2 years, so I dealt with it. And then I got my house. But now, so I transferred out of pretty much, because I don't even
Actually, that reminds me, if any of you guys want me to blast you off my info, yeah.
Yeah, anything you need, for sure reach out.
Absolutely.
And if ever, like, if you guys have just some like free time, you want to learn some stuff, you just want to sit down with the lender, kind of get an idea of what happens on our end. We can find a time where we'll have.
Thank you.
You bet.
Just like party or
Yeah, anything you guys need.
I'll give you a call.
That's awesome.
Good time to hand them out.
I was gonna say, with your RC Willie comment, this guy in the office over here, he can,
You gotta get the Zoom.
coaches
Well, the biggest thing, like I said, is you're gonna wanna get the names from people.
that is his entire business success, is he's just got this personality where he just kind of going to lunch, everywhere we go, when we go out to lunch, periodically, he'll just kind of, oh hey, what's up, man? My name's Troy. I do loans, and he picks up business everywhere. It's ridiculous, and he just he listens in on what people are talking about. Oh, that helps. But notice you're talking about that, and it's unbelievable how successful he is just from that.
Yep.
Kind of annoying.
In this day and age, it's nice to do. People almost crave. You got to be able to talk to people, but people almost crave this. And if you can, like I was explaining to her, if you can get people to talk about themselves, they'll just on and on and on, and you just got to draw it out and draw it out and draw it out and draw it out of them. And like right now, if I know Natalie, but let's say I didn't know Natalie, and I want to talk to her, like, hey, how you doing? You know, what are your opinions on the housing market right now? If you're like, I don't know, what do you think? Like, stop talking to me creep, and I'd be like, all right, cool, you know. You just got to figure out how to draw it out of clients. Everybody loves to talk about them, so we're all vain. You just have to draw it out of them.
I do that all the time. I'll stay silent on the phone. People they'll open up.
It's amazing what they'll unload on you sometimes.
They for sure. Card. Like I say, I was telling them, if you guys have some free time, we can find a time where I've got some free time as well. You want to come in, see what happens on our side of things. I like getting a feel for your side as well. I'm more than happy to walk you through kind of how things work in our world, what conversations I have with clients when they're sitting down trying to get pre-approved, marketing materials, anything you guys need, even like photographs. I mean, we got those sorts of resources too. You're welcome to lean on us.
Like listing photos?
No.
What do you mean?
So marketing materials, if you need like headshots, we can schedule something like that. We got a marketing department dedicated to helping.
Do you like photos on it now or no?
So like this example here, this is something we.
Oh, so that's what you give back to us when we give you like clients. Because I was thinking, I was like, I'm giving this lender so much
medium, large,
I was like,
couple
you're not sending any leads or like any clients. You know, so I'm like, that's just hard. I mean, I really don't mind.
Sure.
I like her, so I'll send her a proposal, and I know she's good. She has
Partner up with
quick, you know, things like that. I'm like, sometimes I'll think about it. Because I was this couple lenders I was working with for a little bit.
It's a West Coast show with
So I have
Like cold leads or.
this is something else I can carry
They had this whole system set up where people that were, you know, kind of search for people that were searching for a home, and then they would send it out to different, you know, to each person, like, yeah, and then you would follow up on that, and put them through the system. Phone numbers.
When it comes to that sort of stuff, like subscribing to a lead generation service,
I went out and bought this because I didn't know
it's kind of like a process to work out how you want to take on, because that's a project that, you know, we get together and we decide to take on this undertaking of we're going to tackle these cold calls. It's something that, you know, we would be willing to entertain
Except
As far as expenses go, there's a lot of things
Well, I don't wanna
we're
say
sensitive about,
Well,
right?
honestly, what they're gonna do is,
But
oh,
yeah,
you
we
have
can-
nice car, thanks.
Short term.
Well, I'm just wondering,
Yeah.
so is it more of like marketing material? Because
And
that
that
helps
gets
us,
over
you know,
what
a
happens.
lot.
Yes,
So
so-
is that like kind of what you're,
Weight Watchers and
you're
Jenny
giving
Craig
us
I would
to
say
help
be
us
comfortable
help
whatever
you?
photo
Let's see.
Right?
Yeah.
but it also puts more
Oh, he's exited out.
Yeah, let me show you the
changed fight. I love
your
it.
body.
I love
You know, just like
and
creatine.
I took a really deep, almost like a maroon deep red shirt, and then a white tie, and then I had, it's black and white, and then I had a dark silver shirt with a white tie, and we had the maroon shirt on, and my niece was like, yo, this maroon shirt is about to get dark, and I mean, my cards are kind of dark as it is, so if I had a really dark shirt with my dark vest but a light tie,
Except,
it would
except
be
creatine.
trash.
We should
I
have
mean, it
as
would
much
be
of
trash
that.
for my
Oh,
car.
creatine's good for your body.
Just so much of it.
Creatine.
And
Protein shakes.
take the
if you
picture,
can
you know,
stay
have them
soluble,
edited,
do real
look
stuff.
at it,
My
and
clients, so I
you're
have
paying
a
for a service, so make them do their job.
success, but none of my clients do.
100%, so.
I
But
wouldn't recommend it.
what I was gonna say is always,
Just the reason is because I never teach them about cooking. It's behavior more than anything.
Yeah.
And creatine, protein was really just invented
And
to be, if I
be
have
careful, so
200
I keep my
grams
business
of
cards in
protein
here
a
just
day
because
to have
it's
a
clean
little
and it's
extra
smooth.
something. That's what
I run into a lot of people that'll say, oh yeah, let me
But
get my business
also, if
card,
you look at,
and
like,
it's been in their
US
wallet,
and
and,
certain, like,
you know, it looks like
shipping
that,
things from out of
you
the
know,
country
and
into
they
the
hand me
US,
this
and
sweaty
they actually
business
physically
card,
take
gross,
bananas
and I'm like,
see, what is this, right?
thanks.
And protein card,
Because if your
you don't
business
really
card
know, like,
looks
there's more, there's like a lot
trash,
of
that's where
parts.
it's gonna end up, you know?
Yeah, lots of
If
unknowns.
somebody,
A lot of unknowns, so you really don't know what you're
somebody
purchasing.
hands me a
So
business
you gotta
card,
be careful.
and it's,
It's got a lot of filler.
It's got a lot of fillers, that's what it is.
you know,
So, like,
no, don't take that one.
staying all natural.
No, don't take that one. I was using that as an example. But if somebody hands me a business card like this, I'm
I don't
gonna be
really work
like,
out anymore,
thanks,
but
and as
it's
soon as
much
they walk
cheaper
away.
actually for sure.
You don't want to touch it, it's all
And like
sweaty.
Yeah, you know, you don't pull out of your pocket. I just like
dairy,
having a
like
carrying
being a
case
mammal,
because
we're
it
the
keeps
only
my cards
mammal
crisp,
that,
you know,
you know,
if the edges are
doesn't
folded
break
or
away
the cards
from
rub
the
up
milk
against
that
each
you-
other.
Right. But
It's
then
just
there's so
not a
many
good
benefits to
representation.
So there is
People
benefits
in
to
this
milk. So,
life
I mean, I can
judge
sit here and go
so
all the
fast.
way,
I get a
but,
ton of judgment
like
because of
yogurt
this.
and probiotics and certain
Well,
things in yogurt are
some people
you
don't.
can't find anywhere
You
else.
get judged so fast. You don't even have to
some
chance
parts
to
of
open up
A
your mouth before people
is
decide whether
really
they're
the
gonna like
finest
it. You need
pure
to take every
form of
chance you
protein
can.
per weight. So
To
that's why the
win
egg whites, right?
and have
Rocky.
a nice clean
So it's,
crisp business card. I've watched
I
a
think
couple
having a little
YouTube
bit
videos,
of
I'm not an
a little
expert
bit
by any
of-
means, but having a super busy business card, you know, with like a name, a number, another number, a fax number, your email address, and just a bunch of stuff on it, it's almost
Color,
overwhelming to
yes.
somebody.
And it was,
Yeah.
Because they have to
Yeah.
call a number and then they get a fax
like
machine, and
that.
it's like, ah,
the red
that's
of the,
why
you know,
Yeah.
with
certain
mine, it's just my
berries,
name,
that
email, my realtor, and my number
carrots and
on the back.
You should eat like 5
Company,
different colors
and it's
every
just,
meal.
it's clean and it's
Yeah,
simple.
and then they said to have a
So-
pickle. They have some sort of.
the sodium, the
Is that what
yeah.
it is?
Yeah, well, it's
Yeah.
so pickle is potassium. So when I'm cramping,
Okay.
a banana is your quickest.
But it's,
Right.
it's your business
Right.
card.
But
I've gone
number-
through
But pickles.
Before pickles,
4
so much, but
versions
yeah,
of this
concentrates.
business card
So-
before I got
So how about pickled peas? That would be good.
Yeah,
No,
pickle
so,
juice right out of
just
the jar.
Oh, okay.
So if you're
Upgrade.
dehydrated, let's say you come in the house and you know you're dehydrated,
I
your
designed
lips
this
are
card,
chapped
so
and
they
your
pretty much
eyes
gave
are
me the
blurry.
blank slate
If you
of
have pickle juice,
half and
literally
half.
take it off and drink it out of
I
it.
put my
It's
I put my
the
picture in
sodium.
there,
Okay.
and then I imported all this.
But
I
yeah,
got to pick
potassium
the
Okay.
I got to pick the font and everything. I
Awesome,
didn't pick the
like weird
back.
things like
It's
radishes.
shiny on the front. I got to pick that.
You talk about your superfoods, like your almonds, your avocado, squash is huge. But really, fish oils, I don't know if you guys are into all that. Wine, tequila, or what it does to your stomach.
Cards that
Shot
on
of
paper
tequila.
stock.
Is it good thing?
Oh yeah, you look at certain cultures, so like go back to the Japanese, like India. When have you guys seen an overweight obese?
That's good. I mean, if you're doing
You know,
business
Yeah,
cards
yeah.
where
That's
you
so westernized.
Exactly right. So
good. But in
Got
a
a
chamber
McDonald's.
meeting, if you want someone to stick
no, you're right. And
you have
like
to give them a
Mexican
reason
culture
for it.
or
A above and beyond, because a chamber meeting is fly around. I walk out of a chamber meeting, and I probably get 50 calls. So what's gonna make me and my business cards stand out from the other 50 people that they saw? The face, how you present yourself, how you talk, and you know, your energy, you make eye contact with somebody, I've noticed you're awesome at eye contact. But you'll have people that'll talk and just, hey, how you doing? I'm Zach, I'm Fitness Realty, you know, just avoid eye contact.
Yeah, and they're still right along with India, the healthiest culture.
Yep. The commerce meeting is fun.
By far the worst.
If I get back into it, it's
we're the
hard
convenient
for
country.
me to
We're the
do
country
Salt
of
Lake, and
entertainment,
especially West Georgia.
we don't have a culture
Right.
as Americans.
Where
We're
do you
too young to have a culture, but so we just want to eat, sleep, be happy, be merry, and so we that's what
get cancer.
they get cancer, yeah. But other cultures want to be just like us, so they want to, you know, they want to.
How long have you been? You said you're
American lifestyle.
Yeah.
So they're gonna have cancer.
Yeah,
Nice.
for sure.
What,
I love that.
Just
stuff.
live
I mean,
life.
I'll go back to
What
personal
projects?
training when I'm done.
You think? Okay. Okay.
I think I'm on. Do you guys need help with anything away?
Everything fits in that box.
Oh, cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Nice to meet you guys.
You're
Glad
a
you
great
guys
time.
Like I said, on a whim, on a random chance, I ran here that next morning. Look at this video. I didn't have Facebook. He said, yeah. I'm like, get on mine then. You know, gave me my password for it. He's coming along. I'm showing him my tech stack things I do. I took over 300 apps last year just for this tech stack. Like in our job, so I'll show you real quick. So it's something where when we get, so when I stepped out of here, I had a lead and I didn't have to. So I sent them a text. It's kind of generic, but it's built for each individual client. But I include this, and they can fill out an application.
You start showing somebody that can make
In our job, our
$200,000, it's like a light
we all
bulb.
have our challenges. Getting the application from me. So if you can get that, half your job, you're still gonna get shopped.
the not scary
But if I've got your social
My
and
house
your
is
info,
worth
you're almost not embedded to me, but
Yeah,
you
the market
made
in
that
6
we're not
months
dating
tanks,
or whatever.
right?
So,
Just
I
bottom
tried to
job.
hook him up. with
Mine,
that.
and let's say my house is worth $200,000.
He's
It doesn't matter. It needs to go up, and am I trying to sell my house? When the market's up? So it doesn't matter if my house is worth $200,000?
I owe him.
Yeah, molds and manufacturers.
So, for sure. I love having that conversation with people. So, well, I'm gonna wait until the market crashes.
Is she kind of tired?
Yeah, and you're
Hey, yeah.
Bye, Natalie.
Just a little bit. I'm gonna pack up. See ya. I'll see you at the party.
I'm not trying to sell your house during a recession. It doesn't
I
matter.
forgot cards, so I'm gonna go grab some.
Okay. Well, I'll see you up there. Austin and I are heading up after this.
You guys are going together?
Yeah. Is Olga going? Do you know? Okay.
He's gonna get so
Shoot
many.
the shit, you know, whatever you need. Yeah.
Like, share, and subscribe. Later.